Wait, the crazy thing is I didn't test my microphone. Can y'all hear me? I need to bring this over here. I just need to bring it over here because I can't see it over there for real. Can y'all hear me? Hello one, hello all. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and if you can hear me good, normal? Because I have like a new setup and I didn't check to make sure which microphone is connected. So you can hear me? Okay, you can hear me good? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Everybody can hear me. Let me just see a couple things. I really do need everyone to like and share the live. Like and share, like and share, like and share. Actually, let me pause that. Like and share the live, share to your favorite group, share to your personal page, share it all across the town. Everybody come on in and like and share the live, okay? I got a couple things to say, and I want to talk about a couple of things. And actually, let me put on the screen, let me remove this because, yeah, because, yeah, because, yeah. And I actually want to talk about a couple of things today. Um, uh, Listen, we're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook or anywhere else, we need you on YouTube. So I'm going to put the link for you to join YouTube because that's where we're going to be. All right. So let me put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat. Let me put it in. Let me put it in the chat. Head over to YouTube. Wow. All right, the link is in the chat. So whoever's on Facebook, head over to YouTube. Now, let me go do a couple of shares and all of the things, honey. I need everybody to come on over and do it. Let me just hold on. Let me just do this. Come on over. Come on over, baby. I need everybody to come on over. Let me post that on Facebook. All right, cool. Let me do a couple of shares myself, you guys. Just give me one quick second. It's not going to take very long. And then I want to go on over to YouTube because that's where we're going to be tonight. Let me see. I'm going to go here. All right. All right, cool. Just made a post. Everybody head on over to YouTube. You should know my YouTube, baby. If you don't, put it in the chat. I just put all of the links for you to head on over. I did now. All right, I did now. Okay. Okay, so I just did a couple posts, and that's gonna be it for me. And right now I'm needing all of you all to head over to YouTube. And I'm also needing everybody to like and share the live. Let me see where I'm at. Yes, I need you to like and share the live. So listen, I need you to share the live at least a couple times to the groups. I say heavy on the groups. If you're in at least 2 groups, share the live to those groups, the most popular, messy groups that you're in. Share it to those lives. Share it to those groups. I appreciate you so very much. If you're not in those groups, share to your personal page. If you want to do a combination, I need everybody to like and share the live and share it to at least a couple places, and I appreciate it. For those of you all who try to share the live to the same place, that's not what I need. That 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 that's not what I need. I don't need you to share the live to the same place. That's not what I need. I'm just trying to tell you, okay? That's not what I need. I don't need you to share the live to the same place, honey. I need you to share the live to different places. You know what else I need to do real quick? Let me see if I can do it. I gotta go to the settings. Let me see if I can go to the settings. Oh, there one. Let me see. Display. Let's put on the source right there. Reading mode. Okay, let me get to this one. Let's do 30 minutes. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Okay, y'all. Screen. All right. I think I may have fixed the issue, but I'm not sure. So also, y'all, I think I have my cell phones right here by the microphone, which sometimes that can cause a feedback. So please let me know. And hopefully there's not a feedback. Oh, let me put this here. All right, everybody good? Okay, cool. Everybody good? Okay, cool. Anyway, like and share the live, like and share the live, like 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 and share the damn live now. I don't hear any feedback. Oh, thank you, Penny. I appreciate you, my love. No feedback. Okay, cool. Let me tell you this. As y'all are coming in, I want to say hello to one, hello to all. We're going to drop Facebook off. It's going to be within 5 minutes. Oh, actually, yeah, it's going to be within 5 minutes. So, Facebook, as you all are coming in, we need you to head over to YouTube because that's what we're going to be. We're going to be on YouTube. All right. And I want to get into the conversation I want to have. We're going to be on YouTube, and that's what we need, everybody. So we need you to head over to YouTube or click on the link that I provided for you to come over. Okay, because that's where we're going to be. All right. I had the hiccups. So there are a couple of people over on my backup page on Facebook. Let me give you the link to head over to YouTube. Let me just see. Head over to YouTube. If anybody's having any issues coming to YouTube, you can just search my site. We can all do better. And you will you should be over on YouTube. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Now I want to get into a couple of things, especially about this subject. And it says, just because I haven't said anything doesn't mean I don't know you've been. Let me just go because I fucked that up. Let me just do it again. Just because I haven't said anything doesn't mean I don't know what you've been saying. I just want to be very clear on the subject tonight. And I know there is a lot of pictures in the subject. And Um, we're gonna get into some things. Okay. All right. Just because I haven't said anything does not mean I don't know what you've been saying. I just want to be very clear. That's the subject tonight. And we will be getting into the subject tonight. Now, as always, y'all like and share the live, like and share the live, like and share the live. You all know that I love to hear something, honey. That's not nothing unusual. I love to hear something. And support the channel if you can. Now, I always say, honey, if you can't support, please don't. But baby, everybody ain't broke. Everybody ain't broke. All right. I don't know why they think everybody broke, but everybody is not. So if you can support the channel, please do. Baby, I believe, matter of fact, I really I just incorporated a new device to the whole situation, and I really need to test it out. So anybody want to help me test it out? I just need to maybe send the cash out through so I can make sure it's working. Is basically what I'm saying. I want to make sure it's working because I have a whole new device right here that I tried to make work. I did do a test earlier. I want to make sure it's working. Cash App is on the screen. If you can support the channel, please do. I'm trying to see if the Cash App is even working. Okay. Trying to see if it's working. Uh-uh. Try to see if it's working. So support the channel if you can. Cash App is on the screen. But I'm trying to see if it's working. So let me know. What we doing? What we doing? Let me know so I can see what we're doing. All right. And Facebook, we're gonna drop y'all off in a second. We're just gonna be on YouTube. Everybody need to head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube. That's what we're gonna be. Ooh, wait a minute now. Somebody doing something. I heard something. I think it's working, baby. Number 189 in the building. Thank you for the big cash app. Big cash app. She says, I love you. I love you, bike. I love you, bike. Thank you for the big cash app. Okay, so I think we might be in the business. I think we might be in the business. All right. So thank y'all for supporting. I'm pretty sure we're gonna give one more minute. We're gonna drop Facebook off and we're over on YouTube. We're gonna drop Facebook off and we're over on YouTube. Y'all get in here, get in here, get in here, like and share the live, like and share, like and share. I am talking about how, honey, the people have been talking about me. They've been having these subliminals, they've been having all of these things. People's behind on the phone calls, having the phone calls and all of this shit. And I'm finna go through the roster about what I got to say. Thank you, baby. I heard something. Who is that? Who is that? Y'all know they hate to hear the supporting of the channel. Wait, let me refresh. David, thank you so much, David, for supporting the channel. I appreciate you, bro. Listen, I always appreciate my male followers for supporting me. I appreciate you so very much. Listen, we're gonna drop Facebook off. We're dropping you off right now. Facebook, I want to let you know it is 8. Let me just make sure it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the 10th of June. We're live right now. This is not a replay. We're live right now. If you're anywhere near 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, we're live right now. Head on over to YouTube because that's where we be. Bye. Okay, let me get rid of Facebook. Let me get rid of Facebook. Ba-dam, dam, dam. Ba-dam, dam, dam, dam. Ooh. Ooh. Ba-dam, dam, dam, dam. Ooh. I heard something. Big cash app. Big cash app from Miss Billy. She said, I love you, handsome. I love you, bite. I love you, bite, Miss Billy. Thank you so very much. I love you, bite. Listen, oh my good. Now, you know what's so crazy? It's something about when I drop Facebook off at the pool. I just seen what it just did. I do not know what's been going on with my StreamYard. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out. I have no idea. All that I can say, head over to We Can All Do Better on YouTube. Head over to YouTube. Okay. Because I think it just added Carmen and I just see it on my screen, and I don't know why it keeps doing that. But head over to my page. This is Darnell. Okay, head over to YouTube. Do you need the link? What you need? You don't need nothing. I don't know what you need. Let me put the link in the chat because we're finna get into it. Let me put the link in the chat real quick. What did I just do? I don't know what this just did. So I just want to say, what the freak? Okay, hold on. All right, so the YouTube link is in the chat because I don't know. It seems to me when I drop Facebook off at the pool, sometimes it adds Carmen, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'm not sure, but I just want to talk about a couple of things, and I want to have y'all to come on over, so let's discuss it. Also, really quickly, before you all do that, I'm going to sometimes I like to go ahead and say what I'm going to say before I add the StreamYard or the call-in number. Here's the StreamYard. Boom. There is the StreamYard. I really would prefer, if anybody wants to come on, that you come on through the StreamYard. Now, I may offer the call-in number, but it's going to be after the StreamYard. And so here, listen, if you want to come on, I mentioned times for a reason because sometimes you all come on and you're in the rear of us. And I think and YouTube does this thing where you may come on and you're not where we are right now. It's 8:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that's where we are right now. Okay. So I provided the StreamYard. If anybody wants to come on, and we're gonna continue to talk about it. And I know there's a lot of pictures at the bottom of different people. Some of the people you may recognize, some of you don't, because actually I put the pictures in there, and honey, AI did their thing. Some of them they changed dramatically and drastically. Some of them they kept the same, and all of the things, honey. I don't know what to tell you about it, but what I do know what to tell you is I put that StreamYard in there, and we're finna talk about everything. And I want y'all to join the panel for those who ain't scurry, and we got some scurries. All right, and we about to drop everybody off at the pool. So head over to We Can All Do Better. Head over to my channel. If you're on from another channel, head over to my channel. You can if you go to Facebook, you'll see that I actually no I didn't, but I can put the YouTube link over there. I'm gonna drop Carmen off because she keeps getting added on. I don't know why and how. Head over to my page. We Can All Do Better on YouTube because that's where we at. I'm finna drop Carmen off, and baby, we'll see you over there, huh? All right, honey. All right. So do I have my nosy neighbors in the building, honey? Put a number 77 in the chat if I have my nosy neighbors in the building. I don't know what's going on at this point. Oh, wait a minute now. I heard something. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Let me go refresh because I don't see it. So listen, I don't see a new Cash App. I just see the ones that came in before. But if I see a new one, I'll let you know. Okay. Support the channel if you can. I see a lot of 77, 77, 77, 77, 77. All right, let's get into it. And I want to say this: hello, one, hello, all. First of all, the first person who I want to address in this live, and this is very I'm not trying to be too heavy. I'm not trying to be heavy at all, actually. But I have the potential. I'm good at it if I need to be. I just want to be very clear. Now, there's this one young lady who called Patricia Wright, right? I want to be very clear. This is one person who called Patricia Wright the other day and said, Patricia, there's this one lady at the bottom of the screen in those circles and those bubbles who called Patricia and said, hey, Patricia, I want you to know this. I don't want you to come on. I heard something. Thank you so much, Miss Vicky P. I'm here, sweet cheeks. Thank you so much, love. Thank you for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you, my love. You all support the channel if you can, honey. Ooh, first of all, we got Antoinette coming on.
You already know.
You already know. One thing about it, Antoinette is gonna come on in this beach. Thank you, Antoinette, for coming on, honey.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, my love. Okay, let's get into it.
I'm so,
yes. So let's get into it. So I first of all, I appreciate you, Nosy Neighbors. Let them hear something. They hate to hear something, honey. And if you want to pop it across the screen, you can do that too. It's a super chat or a super sticker if you want to pop it across the screen. Right now, we're focused on a Cash App. If you can support the Cash App, honey. Send something, let them hear it because they hate to hear something. Baby, if you cannot afford it, don't send it. Baby, if you're worried about how I'm going to pay your bills, don't send it. Don't send it. Don't send it. If you're worried about how you're going to pay your bills, don't send it. But, honey, for those who have their shit together and in order, okay? For those who have it together and in order, baby, and you can afford to bless me here and there and send that cash out, please do, because they hate to hear it. Do y'all realize that's been a whole conversation the whole time? Is they hate to hear my cash out? And they call y'all fools and old people and all, as if y'all ain't lived long enough to know, like, literally, it's sometimes a sad mentality because they act like people haven't lived long enough to know, oh, I should invest in 401k. They act like they haven't lived long enough to know that people are married and they got two incomes for the whole time they've been doing this thing. They act like they don't have sometimes a pension, a 401k, and multiple things coming in. Or people that have been in the military, they got multiple things coming in. I have a variety of nosy neighbors. I just want to be very clear about that. And everybody ain't broke. I don't know what else to say about it. I just really don't. So just because they broke, I think they just feel like everybody is broke or should be broke because they're broke. I just recently had to get up off some money that I never saw coming. I didn't see it coming. And I'm grateful that I am able to save money and I'm able to realize that you don't want to live check to check if you don't have to, or that it's good to save 6 months worth. It's good to have a year worth. Baby, if you can have 5 year worth, please have that. You don't never know what's going on in this world. And it's also good to diversify that too, because you don't know where it's going to fall short. So anyway, we'll talk about that on another live. Miss Billy been a member for 36 months, 3 years, and counting. Handsome. Thank you, Miss Billy. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for always being a listening ear. I love you, Miss Billy, so much. As I love a lot of the nosy neighbors or whatever. So let's get into it. All right. So listen, we got about what 250 people. We need everybody to like and share the live. Share it to your groups that you're in. Share it to the Blogger Shade Room. Share it to all of the groups. Share it all across the town. Share the live all across the town, baby. Let's talk about it. Okay, let me get back into the first person. So I want to say this to the first person. You contacted Miss Patricia here the other day, and you told Miss Patricia, "Oh, don't feed into Darnell because he's trying to use you for money because his two supporters left him and he's trying to use it." First of all, bitch, I know the fuck who the fuck you talk to. That's the things that come out of your mouth that my two supporters left me. Yes, I did have. Well, when y'all say two, who's the second one? Cause yes, Angela, she did. She left me. She got fooled by a person who cried and pandered to her womanhood, and she's a woman, and the person was a woman, and she got fooled. And so, baby, one thing about it is, I called Angela like one time during that thing. During that time, I called one time to try to explain what was going on. I'm not gonna keep calling you wearing down. Let me tell you what that wig would do. She would wear down on their ass. And you know what Debbie Kramer told me specifically? I said her name. She said, Lena said, I can't believe you're listening to him and watching him and supporting him when he's saying all of these things about me. So when Wig came to say that she wasn't making people choose a side, that was not true. It was not true. She was making people choose a side. She was in the background doing it. She was privately doing it. And she's a person where she does things in secrecy and then she comes online to lie about it. And the people who knows that she's lying about it, they won't call her out. They won't. They won't call her out. Vera, you won't call her out. Angela definitely won't call her out because she's so sunk in. And I thought more of her than that. I actually did. I thought more of her than that. But she sucked her in real bad. Maybe one day she'll see the light of that. Maybe she never will. Because see, here's the thing. Sometimes when people are sucked in so bad, um, they don't want to see the light of things. I'll give a good example. We have Republicans that are sucked in so bad to they've always been a Republican that they they're kind of like forced in some kind of internal way to be a Trump supporter because he's a Republican. And what is the alternative you're going to do? Right. And so that's an example of somebody being sucked in to a something that is social, like something that is sociologically um, um, what's the word I want to say, um, created. It was created that way. It was created socially so you can choose if you're a Republican or a Democrat. It was created socially for you to put in the box, whether you're black or white, to have that separation of who you are and who you represent yourself to be. It's a reason that you have to check boxes, my love. It's a reason that we have to check boxes, my love. It's a reason that you have to say if you're black or white, if you're a Democrat or a Republican. What is your religion? Are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? It's a reason that we have these boxes and we got to wake up. Now you can choose to be asleep or you can wake up. And so there's a reason that we have those boxes. Okay. Now let's continue. Because I kind of got off track a little bit. Well, no, I let the spirit lead me, so I'm not gonna say I got off track. To the heifer that called Miss Patricia, I'm gonna get back on track with that. To the heifer that called Miss Patricia and tried to tell Miss Patricia that I'm trying to get her back to the mess. Let me tell you something. When Miss Patricia called my live, the live that you heard, or somebody sent you, or whatever you want to say, because according to all of y'all, ain't nobody watching. Uh, y'all ain't nobody never watching. All of y'all say somebody sent me this and somebody sent me that. It's so funny that somebody send y'all all of this shit, huh? But I wanna make an announcement. I did not tell Patricia, instruct her, didn't talk to her. I didn't know Patricia was gonna call in on that live that I had. I just want to be very clear. I didn't even know she was calling in. So for you to take your box braids and call Patricia and tell Patricia that she should be clear of me, and it was because you know what it was, because you know what it was, because I know exactly what it was, because you let that fake life coach call you and get in your ear about some shit you don't fucking know. Let's be very fucking clear. And then therefore you call that lady with the fucking bullshits about some more shit you don't know. And then you didn't want to say my name. You want to say, and then according to the person, Patricia, you when you call her, you said you didn't want to say a name. You didn't want to say a name. So you didn't want to say Darnell. You didn't want to say, I heard you was talking to Darnell, and don't let Darnell, or don't let my page name, don't let him tell you should do this and you should do that. Don't let him bring you into the bullshit, as she said. Bitch, I did not bring her into a motherfucking thing because I didn't even know she was fucking calling in, huh? Let's be very clear. I didn't know she was calling in. Surprise, surprise for you, surprise for fucking me. So when you let that wig call you, because I know this was happened, you let that wig call you, and then you call Patricia to tell her what you thought about when she called into my shit, but you supposed to be out the shit. Now they say you had turned a preacher, and they say you had turned a pastor, but now you on Patricia's line fucking with me. Okay. Now I want to make this announcement. If I'm so hungry for uh, social media, and if I'm so hungry for beef, and if I'm so hungry for the money that I get from social media, I could say the heifer's name right now. I could get into box braids right now. I can get into that right now. But Patricia told me you call her, and she told me you said, don't let me bring her into the shit. When she called my live on her own independently, I didn't even know she was calling in. But you know what? You listening to Wig. And that's what's going to get you fucked up, because I can bring you back into rotation very easily, ho. I just want to say this. Now, I don't fuck with you. I haven't fucked with you. I haven't said shit about you. Haven't said nothing about Escobar. And said nothing about Papa Bear. The bars, the chains, the fences, and the deaths. I haven't said nothing about none of that. but I could and I can't. And here's the thing, it's so crazy to me that you all want to paint this picture of this and that and the third, but then when I cut off a whole, I have constantly and consistently cut off a whole revenue stream of you all hoes, but I don't get no acknowledgement for that. I can bring back in the box braids, the Escobar, the Papa Bear, the PPP. I can bring back in the eviction, or was it the car, the represent. I can bring back in all of those things. I just want to tell you, while you're calling Patricia and telling her about me, and you're being led by the fake wig, you either you know what you're doing and you want it, or you might want to be very careful what you're doing, because bitch, can't nobody do it like me. I just want to be very fucking clear, Escobar. Can't nobody do it like me. Now, I haven't said nothing about you, Papa Bear. I haven't said nothing about you, Memphis. I haven't said nothing about you, Uber. I hadn't said nothing about you, ho. You might want to go on about your business. Leave me the fuck alone. I just want to tell you that. Now that I cleared you, let's move to the next person. Nandy. I seen somebody say Nikki is in my live. Chef and I ain't talked to that lady since last year. Okay. Well, let me tell you this. Patricia said you called her. And she said you just called her. Okay. And she said that you said that what she told me. And I said, Patricia, okay, let me drop the link. I said, Patricia, I said, please don't lie to me about what you're saying, because I I I didn't even know you were coming on my live. I didn't even know you were coming on my live. And so I said, Patricia, let me drop the link now. There is the link. The link is in the chat, and there the link is. And let me remove this. And let me, wait a minute now. Let me stop that. And let me remove this. All right. Let me see. Somebody else messaging me something. Let me see. I never said, she said. Now. I started all this. Wait a minute, saying I never said, she said. Start that. All these comments. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get it settled out. I tell you that. Did I put the stream down in the chat? I believe I did. I believe I did put the stream out in the chat. No, that is true. That is actually very much so true. But let me see. So listen. So anyway, that is what was brought back to me. And I said, Miss Patricia, I said, please don't say that this is what happened and this was what's said and this was what's told to you and it wasn't true, because I feel some kind of way. I feel some kind of way because I haven't said nothing about this lady and this lady hasn't said nothing about me. This lady haven't said anything about me, and I thought we was cool on that. I thought we was cool on that. I hadn't said nothing about her, and she hadn't said nothing about me, and I thought we was cool on that. I did, but she said, and what she said and how she said it, you know what? I said it had nothing to do, but Wig is over there talking to her because what she said was this is what she said. She said, somebody contacted me and they said, don't let, oh no, we got Nikki up on here now. We're going to get it cleared out. We're going to get it cleared out. Chef Nikki is in the building. Hey, but
Hey, hey, I just came over here. I ain't talked to Miss Pat since last year, and I could text you the last time I talked to her. She tried to get me involved in arguing with somebody who I wasn't talking to, and I sent her a prayer, that prayer that says about a woman and the woman that she is. I could send it to you right now. I ain't talked to that woman. That's what I came up here for.
so you
The only person,
literally had not talked to her within the last couple of weeks.
hell no. Hell no. The
That's
only
crazy,
person that I
bro.
talk to is one of your followers, and I'm not gonna say her name on here.
Oh, I know who it
That's
is.
it. I'm just saying. That's the only
And
person I
listen,
talk to.
can I say this? I love that
Mm-hmm.
follower, right? I
I
love
know.
her. I
Uh-huh.
love her. And let me say
Mm-hmm.
this. What I said to that follower is because, like, baby, be real with me. We real. I'm
Mm-hmm.
real. We real.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see something and I can't unsee it, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't see it. But you can
Mm-hmm.
talk to me and we can work it out and we can sort it out. But don't. But what you can't do is feed me bullshit.
Let me pause you right there. I told her, what did she expect? I'm just gonna say that. What you just said, when you show somebody something, what do you expect? So I know what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
it wasn't never nothing. It was just basically about that.
It was about that.
And
And
that was it.
listen, the receipts are the receipts. And if you don't have the receipts, you don't have nothing. And why don't you
Mm-hmm.
have the receipts, my love? If you did what you
Mm-hmm.
said you did, you
Mm-hmm.
I you're the one told me you did that.
When I tell you, I said the same thing. Even when it was brought up, I said, you're gonna need to have that because you said it.
Exactly.
But this Miss Patricia, I don't
Let's
know
get
why
back
the
to that.
hell she then came at
Nikki,
you
let me
lying
tell
on
you
me.
this. Let me tell you what she said specifically, okay? Because
I'm gonna inbox you. I'm listening. I'm just getting
I'm gonna tell
when
you
the
what she said
last time I talked
specifically,
to this heifer.
and listen, this is my bad for like I asked her, I called her before I did this live. I said, Miss Patricia, please don't play with me. Please tell me you're telling the truth that this is really what happened. And she's okay. So she said she talked to you, and you didn't say a name, but you said you need to be careful with this person you're dealing with because you've been good and you haven't been in the limelight of discussion, and this person is trying to bring you back into the limelight of discussion. And she said specifically because the reason that she said you said wasn't you, I guess, that you were trying to that I was trying to bring her in the limelight of discussion is because I lost two big followers.
I
And
don't
I'm
know
just
who you lost. Come on, let's keep it a buck. That's how I talk. I have no reason to communicate with her. Straight up. And
that's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna say I wish you would have, because me and you ain't had no issue. I do wish you would have reached out to me, but somebody
I don't
just sent
have
me
your
the live. Like,
information.
well, I will inbox you. You can have my number. You can have my. I
And
don't
you
know if I
got me
still got you
blocked. Y'all
blocked.
all
Okay.
blocked
I did.
me.
Now I'm not gonna sit on your platform and say I didn't block you, because I said it
You
going crazy
did.
when I was going crazy. But that woman, it's a damn shame that she's still on here lying. I keep her receipt. Now I saw
Wow.
her on my live about
That's
maybe a month and a
crazy,
half ago
bro.
when I was trying to diffuse the thing between the two ladies. I'm not even gonna talk about that on here. And I saw her. I didn't even address her. And that's a damn thing. She want us to beef, but I'm not in that space no
Obviously.
more.
Because
She
no,
want it.
and listen, I have to apologize because I thought I did my due diligence. So here's the thing, Nick, because you told me some days ago, right? Some days ago,
Mm-hmm.
I said, according to what she said, I said there had to be Wig. Do you know who Wig is? I can tell you who she is if you don't know.
I know who that is, but I haven't even talked to her.
But I said there had to be Wig telling her that because, these two people that they've been gone. What the fuck I'm still concentrating on them for? And so now I'm like, why would okay, so like she's calling you, telling you, don't fuck
Y'all the
with
one told
me.
me don't believe her lies, but I'm listening.
No, you're right. You're right. And I must say this, and I'm gonna call my own self out when I say this. Penny been telling me, don't stop talking to that fucking Patricia.
It
The
took me a
bitch,
minute too, for real.
the bitch is crazy beyond crazy. The bitch is the craziest of the crazy, exponentially crazy. But I'm like, this is what I do, Nikki. I'm like, Miss Patricia, are you really 100% serious? And like, on God, this happened.
And she said, on God, on her grandbabies,
She
on
don't give a she
everybody.
don't give
She
a
don't care.
fuck.
She don't care. And
Like
I'm not even
before,
gonna stay up here a lot because it's people
and
that
that's
don't
fine.
want to see
But
me, and
I
I
just
don't want to take up too. But you can ask me
well, I
whatever you
don't
want to ask
see
me while I'm
I
up
don't
here.
see, well, first of all, I don't see nobody that's disrespecting you, but
Okay. Thank
if
y'all.
if you all know me and somebody's on my platform, don't disrespect them because
Okay.
we're having an open and honest conversation
Yes.
and
And
there's
I'm
no
here.
disrespect needed
And my man ain't
because
calling for another hour. So I'm here.
oh
I
okay.
ain't shit about nothing. She put it
And
out there.
so that's crazy to me that I do my okay, so here's the thing. Patricia did all she did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patricia, she did all she did. She did a lot. She did a lot to Carmen them. She did a lot
Mm-hmm.
to me. She also said, "Oh, I know Darnell's brother and his mother," and
She
she didn't know.
did.
She don't know fucking shit about nobody about me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so there had been this time that had passed, right? And Patricia had a case, a court case, that was who was it that three I'm not gonna be shady. Three gentlemen and a lady, is that right? Carolyn.
That's the last time I
Okay.
talked to her. Was this last year? Sometime
This
last year?
was last year, yes.
Okay.
And so partially because, Carolyn and her mother were like after me about different shit or whatever. And then also just because Miss Patricia like kind of said like, I don't know what to do. She called me. She was like, I don't know what to do. This is what's happening. And I did. Like, I'm not a person that's for black people going to jail. I think the internet is the internet, and I can talk shit about you. You can talk shit about me, and that's where it starts and ends. But some of these hoes are fucking natural born white women, and they want to go to the police. And so when she called me about it, yes, I did. I told her what to do. And all of those times where uh Carolyn and Marion came down to make themselves look like a fool. Baby, you was looking like a fool every time. Yes, because I was telling her what to do. I'm just gonna say that. Exactly what to do. And so you came down, and and in the end, you lost. You did not win, you did not win. And you driving from fucking Houston, you driving from Texas to Georgia to be a fool. I did tell her exactly what to do. Yes, I did. And it was a combination of the reasons why I told her this or what to do. It was because y'all was on my ass. Your mother, Liver Lips, she went to the police on me several times. It's y'all like the police. Y'all are black people that love the police. Now, it's almost like we ain't seen when you call the police what can happen towards other black people. You don't give a fuck about another black person. That's how I feel about some of y'all. Y'all are police calling asshole. Call the police when you're getting beat with a bat. Call the police when somebody got a gun behind you. Bitch, we on the internet. What the fuck you mean? You talking all that shit you talking over there? I'm talking all this shit I'm talking over here. And when did the police get involved? Because you're a weak asshole. But anyway, we're gonna move forward with that. So I don't agree that if Carolyn felt like barbecue sauce was ordered and it was a chargeback done and all of this shit, right? Y'all like and share the live. Like and share, like and share. We haven't. Nikki ain't even talking. I'm saying what I am
I wanted
saying,
to
and then
say, like, I don't know. I wanted to interject for a minute on that part because I told you that's when she reached
go
out to me.
ahead.
This goes to show how I really believe this lady. Y'all saw me last, whatever year that was, and I was in tears after talking to this lady. I really believed her. And then after all this stuff started coming out and I kind of pulled away, when she reached out to me, she was trying to tell me about going back and forth to court. And she said she had just had some surgery. And I paused her. That's why I can't
Mm-hmm.
believe her old stinking ass. I said what I said, came on and just to try to get you to come at me because my exact words to her was, I was working on my book. I said, I ain't got
Mm-hmm.
no time for that. I'm over here doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to send you something to bless you. You need to let it go. I still tried to sew into
When
this
was
woman.
that,
And when I
Nikki?
get off of here, I'm going to send you the screenshot with your lying old ass. And yes, if you're a liar, I'm going to call you a liar. You're a miserable lady. And to think that I once gave my whole entire heart to your ass, even when you came and texted me trying to get me involved in her and the girl stuff, I told her I ain't want to hear it and I sent her a beautiful placard. I read it on my live stream. I'm gonna send it to you, but I'm gonna mute again. This was around that court time because she said she had surgery and she couldn't really be going back and forth to court. And I don't know if she had moved with a relative or something, but she was going back and forth to court. And I kept pausing her, like, I'm telling you, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm gonna send you the whole conversation since she won't allow me. Because I keeps a receipt. And I'm gonna go back on mute.
And this is crazy. This is so crazy because again, I when she told me this stuff, she's like, she said somebody called me. She didn't say the person said a name, and she said that the person said don't go on Darnell's platform because he's trying to use you for money, and he's trying to do this and he's trying to do that. And there was all of this conversation around Nikki, but she says, well, she never said your name, right? And I was like, okay, cool. She never said my name, but obviously she's talking about me. And if she says that I lost two big people, that's old shit. And she had to be getting that from Lena. So Lena's calling her. And before I did this live, I just want y'all to know today. It's to fucking day. I called this lady today. I said, Miss Patricia, before I do this live, I just need you to tell me that this is real. That Nikki called you and said all of this stuff, but she said she didn't say my name, but she said all of this stuff. And this really happened because I'm going to do a live and I may say this. I didn't know what I was going to say. Sometimes I don't never know what I'm going to say. I just know I'm going to go live and I'm going to say something. And so I said, before I do that, I just need you to really tell me this is true and this is the truth. And she said yes.
Now let me ask you this while you going. If I drop down and go to that message, because I'm finna go to it, is it gonna, if I swipe out of here, would it still keep me up there or is it gonna say I'm gone? Because I
Oh,
want you to show it.
if you go off of the StreamYard, it's gonna say you're gone. But if you send me something, the only thing you just have to do is come back. I
Come
can
back.
send the
All right.
StreamYard,
I'm
you can
finna
come back.
find it. somebody could tell me how to send it to you over here? Because I don't know nothing about it, but I'm finna find it. I'm on the phone
Just
that it's
well, you
in.
blocked me,
Okay,
so
dude. I'm not finna get on my laptop. So let me go get it. And then I can send it to somebody else that might not be blocked and they can get
um,
it to.
who can she send it to?
I don't think I blocked Penny.
Um,
I can send it to Penny on my Nikki Star page.
okay, send it to Penny. Yeah.
Okay, I'm finna do it. I'll be back.
Okay, okay, all right.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I ain't even gone. Okay, I'm still here. Let me go
Oh,
look
okay,
in here.
she's still here. So listen, you all, I did my part of trying to like. I'm like, Miss Patricia, let's not do this, right? Because I said I'm finna say something. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm finna say something. And Penny has told me, Penny has said, and here's the thing, y'all. I tried to work with and on Miss Patricia. Miss Patricia, don't do that. Just don't lie on people. Just don't do that. You know Carmen and Tay ain't did that. You all of this stuff, right? I said just don't. Okay. But clearly, and just like I'm not a life coach and some other people ain't either.
We need to get Patricia online.
Oh, I mean, I can see if she wants to call in. I'll
Yes,
text her.
see. We need to get her online.
But she needs to come on the StreamYard because I'm not doing the
And
separation
she
of
need
it
to get
all.
her granddaughter to show her how to get on the
Not the
stream.
granddaughter.
Cause
Not the
yeah, because it's right up front. We need to get her on StreamYard so we can get right up
okay.
front with it.
Let me put StreamYard in the chat, and there's the StreamYard, and I'm gonna text her.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna text her. Hold on, because she's texting me these long paragraphs. I'm not gonna read it. I can't read that. Join the StreamYard link in chat. All right. So, can y'all see the StreamYard between Penny and I, or I'm assuming y'all can. Penny has been telling me. Penny was like, bro, literally when I called her, I said, Penny, hold on. I Penny, Penny hung up. Penny, why didn't you just Penny? Why did you hang up? Okay. Anyway, um, she literally, I confirmed this with her earlier, you all. I'm like, Miss Patricia, can you please please make sure you're telling me the truth because I'm gonna say something about this today. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say something. And she literally doubled and tripled and quadrupled down and said she was telling the truth. Listen. But what I do need while we're waiting on Nikki to come back, Nikki, are
I'm
you?
still looking. I'm still
Oh,
here.
she's
I'm
still
listening
here.
to you.
All
Yep.
right, but
I got so many
um,
text messages.
what we need is for you all to like and share the live. If you have not liked the live, it's free. Like it. If you have not subscribed to the live, it's free. Subscribe to YouTube. And baby, if you can support the channel, please do. You can send a cash out. The cash out has been posted several times. And if you prefer to send a super chat or a super sticker, you can do that as well. All right, let's be clear. Main opposite said, I believe Nikki. I'm not gonna lie, I believe Nikki as well. I'm not gonna lie. And it's sad because I talked, I went without talking to Patricia for months, and then I started back talking to her, and that will be revealed as well. I believe Nikki over Miss Patricia. I do as well. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I do. And a lot of y'all feeling the same way. But I asked her, y'all. I asked her. I said she. I just don't know. Mental illness runs so deep and is so widespread. It really is a big issue. It really is. And here we are. Because again, and like Nikki said, maybe she wanted this beef. Because listen, I came on and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go all the way there with Nikki. But if this is what she said in the background and behind the scenes, I'm like, cool. You can say what you want about behind the scenes, but I'm gonna say this too, because what you said, trying to go on what she said. She said, you don't know what you're talking about because I didn't tell Patricia to call my live. I didn't know Patricia was calling into my live. So for her to say there's this assumption that I told Patricia or that I was, coaching her into calling into the live was false. I had no idea she was even gonna come to the live. And so that was like, why would, and I said, wig had to been in her ear. And just come to find out that she's saying that none of this is true.
None of it, bro. And I'm still here. I'm looking for the image and I'm look the conversation because I screenshot everything. Everything. I just got so much stuff in my phone. I made her a placard and put her name on it. This is how, like, this lady, this is just unbelievable to me. It really is. But it ain't far fetched. It really ain't.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And this, I'm just, I thought that my reach and my conversations that I had with Miss Patricia and my, just like, we can't lie on people. There's a love going on in this world, and I just thought that we had, and then if you're gonna lie to everybody, don't lie to me. Like, have something truthful in your life. And I really thought that we were on a good track with that. I really did. And clearly we're not. Because like I said, I believe Nikki. She's saying that this conversation never happened.
There we
And
go. The image.
Patricia
One
is
second.
saying within the last week or so, no more than 2 weeks, this conversation happened when Nikki told her, don't let him pull you back into this. Don't uh be over there with him and he's trying to make money off of you and all of this stuff she said. And I'm like, I didn't know you was even coming on. The hell we talking about right now? Didn't know you was coming on. Absolutely not. And so I'm not gonna lie. This is a learning lesson of like, I some people can't be saved. Or you know what I will say more importantly than that? I'm not gonna say they can't be saved. God gonna have to do it. I can't do it. Baby, it's a lot of things in this world that's over and beyond me. And I'm not gonna say they can't be saved or changed. God gonna have to do it. I can't do it. And probably nobody else neither. Gonna have to be God. Now listen to Nikki when run across her lives. I can say that I haven't heard Nikki disrespect you or call you out your name. I respect both of you. Oh, thank you so much, Denise Johnson Mickles. And again, this is just because what Miss Patricia said, and I honestly believe her. That's my bad. That's my fault. I it would never happen again. That's what I would tell you. It would never happen again. Don't discount that L, or she had a one to me and Patricia. I don't know. I'm already can't understand what you're saying, and I think my brain. Let me try because I was gonna give up on trying. Let me go try to see what she said. Don't discount that L, or she had one of the minions call Miss Patricia and say they were Nikki, because the last replay I heard of hers, she was on Darnell really bad. So wait, so Nikki, you did a live, you was on me really bad, somebody saying.
I did a lab about you now. The last live I did that I even mentioned your name, I said me and him ain't got no beef. When I talked about when I was on the internet and how I was, this is what I've been referencing to when I talk about anything, how I was on the internet being a complete asshole. I'm not on that no more. That's the only time I mention you, but it wasn't in a negative way. So whoever that is not being factual. But I'm sending Penny now. Tell them to tell you what I said since this is what they want to do. And I'm looking for all the conversations. Penny, you could check your inbox from Nikki Star. That's just part of it.
I
And
believe
I'm
Miss
looking for it.
Patricia is going to Rodney Headline as special. Apologize to Nikki. Don't call Patricia. I already apologized. Didn't I
And
not
you know what? You
apologize
don't
to
even owe me
Nikki?
that. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't owe me that, because I'm gonna keep it a buck for real, for real. When I was on the internet, how many times I got on here and just ran with some shit? This has been, excuse my language, y'all, because I really don't get like this, but I know the enemy when the enemy is coming. People could call me super churchy, whatever. This is where I am now. And I expect for people to not see me here because they only know me from there. So I'm okay with that. I really, really am. But that is some real whacked out BS. You don't owe me an apology, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because had it been me, and I was still in the space I was in, I would have got on going the fuck off. Just the fact that you acknowledge it is fine with me. You don't owe me no apology. See, nobody expected for me to see. Nobody expected for nobody to tell me this was going on. But had I got it in the after fact, I still would have came at you about it because I'm not on it no more. That lady knows she ain't talked to me. And the crazy part, whoever, she didn't want to say your name. It just makes me replay the same thing when she tried to get me to go back at the lady who I was into it with, to go back at them other people. How she was coming through my phone with screenshots of cash apps when she told me all about checks coming and all that. One of the messages I just sent in is me telling her, I'm sick of you coming at me with the BS. And guess what? That placard I sent you, Penny, that's me telling her, like, leave it alone, letting her know what type of woman she's supposed to be when the whole time you in the devil's playground. Lady, stop playing with me. And
Mm.
I'm not gonna pray for you. I am not. Because I ain't bothered you. If I bothered you, I could understand this. You feel me? If your name been on my mouth, Miss Patricia, I could understand this. I ain't said nothing about you. And you want to put me in something. And you know who to go to do it. That's how sick you are. Because you ain't go to nobody else.
And
Weird.
literally, and like I said, listen, I whoever said that, I thought I did apologize earlier. Actually, bless 456. I could, Nikki, did I not apologize to you earlier?
You did
Just
apologize. You did
okay,
say,
just
you did apologize. I heard you.
okay. I just wanted to make sure. Well, I just need to call Miss Trisha. This mess, Gord. Can y'all fix your sentences, Lena? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you call Miss Trisha, Lena, okay, I don't understand. But I just want to make sure. I thought I did. Listen, um, I of course I wasn't on the phone call. And I called myself doing my due diligence, was like me like begging Patricia. I was like, Miss Patricia, please tell the truth. Please don't, because I'm gonna say something. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know if I'm gonna say her name. I don't know if I'm not gonna say her. This is literally what I said. I said, but I'm gonna say something. And it's because that's not true. Um, I did not. Let me see. I'm getting messages. I did not. Um. Oh, look at my inbox. Okay, cool. I said I did not. Um, the whatever she said that you said that I it's through that lady, and she said that you said that I was trying to bring her into the bullshit and trying to use her to make money because I had fallen off of making money. Now listen, literally, if I can tell y'all the last oh God, you know what, I'm not even getting into that. When my people send me cash apps, they send it. They send it how they send it. They send it how they want to send it, and they send it when they want to send it. I I believe that I'm one of the only ones, one of the only. I've never even heard of another person, but maybe there is. I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's somebody somewhere that's saying, "Baby, if you can't afford it, don't send it. If you wonder where you're gonna get your last meal from, don't send it. If you ain't got but $500, baby, don't send it." I am very expensive when I come to support my channel. Send the cash out, send the super chat, send the super sticker. I'm very expressive when I say that. Put a number 77 in the chat if you've heard me repeatedly say all of these things. So when I say send the cash out, and if you can send the cash out, baby, send the cash out. Because everybody ain't broke. I keep saying that.
Darnell,
Yes.
what you said that Miss Patricia said about Nikki, that really sound like someone
Vicky or
called
Nikki? Wait,
about
Nikki?
Nikki.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
That really sound like somebody called Miss Patricia and playing like Nikki to set Miss Patricia up to call you because it's too much like somebody who said that. You see what I'm saying? It
I
sounds
see
just
what
like
you're
Lena.
saying.
It could be
I,
a Mike. I don't know, but it could be a Mike.
but I honestly wish you would have told me that privately because I feel like you're just giving an excuse for her to
No,
say
I'm
that's
not.
what happened.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you
Because
are.
I know she's a liar.
Yeah. And
But
so
I'm just,
here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, Esmondette, and that could be, but I I wish you would. I don't even want to give her the idea of that because here's the thing: if she come and says that's what happened, I'm not gonna believe her. I'm not definitely gonna believe her with that. I'm not.
okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I could have, yeah. Because she hear that, she gonna run with that.
She's gonna run with that. I'm not gonna believe her with that. And so, but I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and I heard what you said. But as far as I'm, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Is the cash out? Oh wait, I don't see nothing. I heard something, but I don't see nothing. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till I see some because I heard something, but I don't see a damn thing. Shit. We'll put it out. But no, I hear what you're saying. I don't know if I. Mm-mm, I'm good on that. Anyway, if you can support the channel, please do. The cash app is on the screen. Um, I just want to say this, and I'm gonna go back to this thumbnail for just a second, and I'm also going to remove this. Wait, can I? Oh shucksy. That's not what I'm gonna go to, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, I see something. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you, my love. I really, 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 really do. Wait, I was trying. Okay, let me see. Okay, I honestly was just. Oh, Thank you, Lakeisha. I appreciate you, love. So listen, here's the thing. I want to go across this. So Nikki is here. She said it wasn't true. I apologize to Nikki, right? And we're still kind of in the mix of that conversation. I think she's trying to find something or whatever. So listen, these images, AI decided if they were going to recreate them or you know, Nandy, I um I hope you saw my live about the truth about what happened between Stephanie and I, because I asked you a question, Nandy, and I asked you, was you gonna let somebody leave your house and fall out with them, and they leave their shit at your house for 7 months? And I never got to answer that question. Chandra, as far as I'm concerned, um, you still do what you do and say, "Ooh, shitty, shitty, shitty." It's a shitty and a submitty. It's a shitty and submitty, and it came out to be a titty. And baby, oh, huge, tremendously huge, amazingly abundant, freaking cash app. Since my text made it sound like something. Oh yeah. No, wait, that's enough. Since my text made it CR. Miss Christine, thank you so much for the when I first of all, when I say tremendously huge, amazingly abundant cash out, I really mean that. Because see, everybody do what they want to do when they can do it, and if they can't do it, they're not gonna do it. But everybody ain't broke. But that was a huge cash out. I just want to say, all right. So, baby, send the cash out, and if you want to send a super chat, super sticker, send what you can. Don't send nothing you can't afford, baby, because don't do that. Okay, so I want to go to Nandy. Nandy, that lady reached out to you. I did a live. Did you see the live, Nandy? And are you gonna let that bitch leave her shit at your house for 7 months without paying rent? Now I should have countersued her for the rent, but I didn't take the justice series very serious. The justice system very serious. I didn't give a fuck about it because either way, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never go. Chandra, you've been doing the same thing you're doing. You ain't stopped doing it. You ain't never gonna stop doing it, I would imagine. Your daddy died, it didn't make you stop doing it. You own this thing back and you talk about children and you wish children cancer and death and famine and just the most despicable thing. And you know what? I will say this. I had recently said something despicable as well. I apologize in the same live. The Nosy Neighbors called me out in the same live. I apologize and I pray to God about it. A lot of y'all can never. You don't apologize never, and you don't repent never. Okay? Cutter. Oh wait. Should I let me call her by her name? I'm sorry. Venice. Because I don't think you've been on me, right? But let me tell you something, Venice. Your friend Lena, she put a back call out because she wanted you to get back on me, right? Um, you've done a lot and said a lot, and I've done some things and said some things, but um, I chose not to uh, uh, initiate with you. I chose not to come back with you for several reasons, right? And I think that that should be apparent, right? Did I say some things? Yes, I did. Did I have a live or two or three? Yes, I did. But an ongoing thing, I chose not to do that with you. And I just want you to let you know, Lena, because she's a user, she wanted you to go back and do whatever you were doing about me because I guess she thought that was affecting me. And she put a back call, is what I call it, out for you to do that. I don't know if you saw it. I don't think you took it if you saw it, but it definitely happened. Marion, I don't know why they put this picture of you like that, but you look good in this picture. I'm going down the line. You look good in this picture now. Marion, I don't know what you've been over there doing. I hope you know make reconciliation with your children because they was out here on the internet reaching out to a mother that they wish they had. I hope you made reconciliation. Oh, that's what I say about that. And to the motherfucking sickly motherfucking oxygen breathing. I don't know why they made you look like this on the last piece because you don't look like that. But I'm gonna say you this. You can't leave your shit at nobody's house for 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And everybody knows this. And a black person in this bitch, uh, 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 to or from, that's gonna say you can leave your shit in somebody's house all of that time, and y'all done fell out, even if you didn't fell out, and you think you can leave your shit in their house that 7 months. You said, now I said 4 or 5, you said 7. I said, now she gonna increase the months. And you think, oh, you know what you think because the law said, and because you talked to that slip and fall attorney, and y'all both two pieces of trash, you think you had that, you think you got that, but bitch, let me tell you something, bitch, no, because I practically begged you to come get your shit at my house. See, you don't want to talk about that. Kept asking you. I showed the proof. Kept asking you. You didn't come and get your shit. Then you went almost 2 months without responding altogether. Your shit is gone. I thought you were supposed to be breaking and entering into my house to come and get your shit. I was gonna say something, but anyway, I'm gonna say this. When y'all tell a story, please tell the whole story. Can y'all ain't gonna be able to do it because you want to tell the part of the story that you like, that sounds good for you, and that's beneficial for you. But when you tell the story, please tell the whole story. Because please tell the story when I told you to come get your shit all of this time and you never came and got it. For those 7 months that you said you never came and got it, you went 2 months without responding. And when I threw that shit out, now, oh, I stole your shit. Please, but you ain't gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to do it, honey, and that's why you're on oxygen and deficiency in the legs now because you're full of shit. Okay, and I think I done cleared everybody who I was gonna clear. I could say more. I'm not gonna say more. I'm gonna say less. Okay. And I think Nikki fell down. I don't know if she wanted to fall down. I'm gonna put the StreamYard up there again. It's in the chat for her or anybody else wanting to come on. Okay. And let's have the conversation. Okay. Let's have the conversation. Antoinette.
I'm here.
Uh-huh. What's going on, Antoinette, baby? It's been a lot going on, ain't it? I didn't know Nikki was
Whew.
coming on. I didn't know Nikki was coming on.
I know it's been a lot going on.
But I believe her. What about you?
Yeah, I believe her. I believe her. That's why I say Miss Patricia. Some things she be on point with, but some things she just have to lie about.
That's crazy.
And like you say, you believed her because you asked her to put it on. You know what I'm saying? And you thought she wasn't gonna be the one who come to you and lie to you about it because you've been there for her and helped her out. But I guess she don't.
Somebody said that she's trying to talk to all of them. I could see Lena giving her Patricia's number and telling her to do something like that, or any of them for that matter. I mean, you could be right at this point. At this point, we don't know what happened, and we don't know what could. So listen, I'm gonna get some of y'all comments because baby, I listen. I put the stream out back if Nikki wanted to come on, but if she does not, again, I did apologize to Nikki. I'll apologize to Nikki again because I believe her now. I don't believe that she talked to Patricia and said those things, but Patricia told me she did, right? And yes, like bro, that really means that really means Patricia wanted Nikki and I to beef. She wanted Nikki and I to beef. I hadn't said nothing about Nikki. I wasn't going to say nothing about Nikki. But then tonight, I I'm like, huh? Donnell, we have to accept the fact that we're not Jesus. We ain't. Um, hope everyone have blessed. Yes. Mm-hmm. Darnell, I'm just surprised that you didn't follow up on that phone call from Patricia. I did not, and I still don't unless she sent it to me. I don't have Nikki's number. So it's not much following up I can do. The follow up that I did was trying to reconfirm with Patricia that it did happen because I was telling her I'm finna go live about it. And I don't know what I'm gonna say. That's the only follow up I could do because I don't have Nikki's number and she blocked me. So maybe she will send me. Maybe she'll send it to Penny or something. Darnell, I get great pleasure confusing you, baby. Thank, I'm glad you enjoy it. Um, that's definitely not her. Not surprised that Darnell didn't follow up. She's pretty much a radio silence. Yes. Listen, I the only follow up I could do, I did. Touch you up and thinking someone. Let me see. Let me see. The only, the hoarder. Yeah, I'll do it. Person, won her case in Georgia has to go to. Okay, so I know what y'all be talking about. And Darnell didn't critique my sentence, please. Don't critique my sentence. I'm probably gonna do that. Nikki receipts are in your inbox. Oh, let me get my inbox. Let me see my inbox now. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna look and see. I'm finna look and see my inbox now. Is it all of this? I guess so. Oh God. Okay, let me see, y'all. I guess we're gonna have to look at all of this, ain't it? All right, let's pull up the receipts and let's share the screen. Share screen. Wait, entire screen. Share audio. Okay, cool. Now, downloads. Wait, why didn't it go to downloads? Oh, it did. All right, so this is what I got you all from Nikki as far as the receipts. And Nikki hasn't come back, but she sent the receipts to Penny. And so let's just explore. Let's just explore. Oh God. Um let's just explore what was sent. All right. All right. Hey Lynn, my love. Lynn, you're here, but your video is on. And so if you don't want to be on video, okay, you're good. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Hey
I can't
Lynn,
believe
my
I did.
love.
Hi guys. Oh my God. I cannot believe. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe she did this.
She did this.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe. And I was just thinking back to like the very first lie and my sister of going to the church and coming to find out that all that stuff she said about the pastor was fake. And then the elaborate lie that she told on Chef and Tay and made it like Lakeisha said before, she could be a writer because this lady's imagination and the stuff that she comes up with is unbelievable. And the stuff she said about Chef and Tay and the burner phones and how she kept it going and the checks and the money orders and all the stuff. And then remember the elaborate lie she made about court when Richard was there and Richard,
Ooh,
all of that. You know what
that
I'm
was a
saying?
big one.
Yes, and this lady can lie so much, and then now she's called you and led you to believe that Nikki said this, and she just made up a big ass lie, and it's just so sad.
And
It's
you
so
know
sad.
what? I will say, Penny has been telling me, Penny can't even stand to hear her.
Me
Penny,
either.
Penny's been telling me, and I think for me, I thought that I had been talking to her to try to work on some things, and it I've been ineffective. I'm not a life coach, and sometimes the life coach can't coach the lives. And so I never claimed to have a position or whatever. I just try. And here's the thing. Now with me trying, I can't deal with that
Right,
to that degree because it's sad that you can't trust anybody to tell the truth to. You can't be truthful with anybody, and you will lie to everybody that nobody, regardless of anything, means enough to you for you not to lie to.
right, right. And I don't believe Lena had it. I know we on her ass right now, but I don't believe she called Patricia and had Patricia to do this. You know what I'm saying? She didn't. I don't think so. It's this is just Patricia. She just thought about this and like, okay, who can I make beef now? And it's no telling who all Patricia calls. You know what I'm saying? She'll reach out to Marion, Carolyn, whoever. She'll try to reach out to Lena and start some shit. That's just what Patricia does. She's
Can I
just
get some ice real quick, y'all?
crazy.
Can I? Miss well, I said Miss. I
No,
don't gotta
Lynn is
call you
cool.
Miss.
Lynn is cool.
Cause
Please.
some of y'all, Lynn and Lane, I ain't gotta get. So sometimes, oh, can I tell y'all something? I sometimes don't know. Like I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know who to say Miss to. I'm not even that young. I am just in my 40s, but I don't know sometimes who to say Miss to or whatever. But then I have to catch myself. Okay, Lynn and Lane, bitch, I don't have to say Miss. Yeah, even if y'all are
Period.
10 years or 5 years or whatever, or when they say, I know I don't have to say Miss Dia, but I just want to say sometimes I do struggle with that because I don't know who and when and how, whatever. Okay, cool. But I'm
I
not
feel
that
you.
young. I'm not that old, but I'm not that young. I probably present myself and I live my life and I probably look like my facial expressions and all of that stuff. I am a younger appearing than I am. I am 45. So I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I'm not 40, 45.
So we 10 years
Anyway,
apart.
huh?
We 10 years apart. Cause I'm
Oh
50.
damn, that is quite a little bit though. But we're gonna act like you. I'm a don't. I'm gonna act like you ain't say nothing. Um. Anyway, I want to let y'all know this. I just wanted to know, can I get some ice real quick? And I was gonna say Miss Lynn. I'm gonna say Miss Lynn and Miss Lane. Damn it! Can I go get some ice? Y'all talk to ain't gonna take but ain't gonna even take 5. It ain't gonna even take 3 minutes.
Go ahead.
But y'all can't leave them on here and don't say nothing now.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
And how you doing? Lynn. Lynn, you not on? Okay. Till Darnell come back. He said he'd be right back, y'all. So how is everybody doing? Hey, Miss Billy. I agree with you, Jess. She is lonely. Shelly, you got a lot of texts from Pat about a lot. You need to get with Darnell. You see.
I don't care if I'm on the run.
Lynn must have dropped off.
She did.
Uh,
Baby, long as I'm next to you.
Somebody named Shelly said they have a whole lot of texts from Patricia and a lot about a lot. I told
First of all, is that Shelly Shell? Or who is that?
it's Shelly.
Because if it's Shelly Shell, she definitely said a whole lot about you, Shelly Shell. So I don't know. She is clothed with the strength and the dignity, and she can't lie with on the put out. Okay, that's the problem. Let me go see the what else Nikki sent. And I think it went like this. We're gonna see if it went like this or not. Oh, not the number right there. Um, good. I wish the best for you. I just can't believe you actually turned on me, and I never done nothing to you but have a good life. And so then in the green, what are you talking about? So I think in the green will have to be Nikki just from seeing this. Don't start with me. It's almost like you love keeping up the drama. You need to really check yourself. Also, you lied to Shelly about me. I never asked you to have her call me, so stop it. Don't come at me with the BS. You seem to love to do that. Talked about you like what? It's sad at your big grown age you believe uh, that you behave like a child playing the games with somebody else, you and all your wishy-washy associates. Okay, all right, Lynn is coming back. Okay, you and all your wishy-washy associates. Let's see the next one. All right, let's see the next one. Oh, what's that? Oh, oh, I actually need, let me see. I actually need to get up and get myself together for my lives. Have a wonderful and blessed day. I will call you back before I start. I never thought you were talking about me like that, and I don't record people because I don't know how to record anybody. You have a good and blessed life, and I wish the best for you. I just can't believe you actually turned on me, and I never done nothing to you. But have a good life. Okay, so that's the second message, and I think this is the last one. Good morning. I actually don't need to see anything. People are exactly who they are. I don't need to. I think it's supposed to be proof. Oh no, I don't need proof. I believe it. Miss Pat, I'm still in bed. It's just about to be 9 a.m. for me. I actually need to get up and get myself together for my lives. Have a wonderful and blessed day, Miss Pat says. I will call you back before I start. Now, this was August 2024 is I guess what Nikki is also saying when it comes to she was saying like it's kind of her last communications with her. Um Again, I apologize to Nikki for even initiating the conversation. Even though I was still trying to not go all the way there with her, but just even I did believe her. I did believe her. I did believe her, bro. Because I asked her questions. Now, Miss Patricia, please before I go on here, please, please tell me. And you know what she would say? You know what she said? She said she didn't say your name, but she said this, that, and the third. And she said basically I know it was her. But anyway, if y'all want to say anything in closing, I just want to say this as well too, Lynn. You just turn your camera on. I just want to say this too. Um, if you can support the channel, please do. If you want to send a super chat or a super sticker, please do. We're about to get off of here in probably about 30 minutes or less. And so, if you can support, please do. Hey, Penny.
Hey.
Not
Darnell.
Penny.
Hey, Penny.
Hey, guys.
Penny, go ahead and tell me about myself because you've been telling me.
Darnell, if you don't fucking leave this lady alone, she full of shit. And let me tell you what I caught Patricia doing recently. And I, when I tell y'all, I cussed her the fuck out in her inbox. I don't think I've ever cussed anybody out like I cussed that lady out. I caught her on a new hater page. This is a few months ago. On a certain account, and I'm not gonna say the account. Trisha, I ain't gonna out your fucking account, bitch. But she had her pictures on there public, so I knew it was her.
Mm-hmm.
I know what she looked like. She was
Okay.
on this new girl that was trying to become, get clout off Carmen and Tay, saying that she slept with Carmen and Carmen gave her an STD.
Oh. Uh-uh.
Yeah, she did. This lady, I mean, she goes to extremes on lies. And when I tell you, I started cussing her out, and she goes, "Well, what? Playing a game? What are you talking about? I don't have control of that account." I said, "Bitch, you're on the account right fucking now talking to me. What do you mean?" So I started screenshotting her fucking comments and sent them to her. I said, "I got all the receipts, ho."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Stop fucking lying." I said, "Every time I see you on Darnell's live, on anybody's live, I'm going to cuss you out. I can't do a baby people fib. I get it. But that bitch just make up shit. And,
Mm-hmm.
and just, and she says shit that can ruin people's lives.
All people's
Like,
lives, yeah.
seriously,
And I
ruin
tried
their
to
lives,
talk to
man.
her
Like,
about
bitch,
that.
bitch, if you don't go set the fuck down and you told Darnell, Kenny better keep my name out of her mouth. Bitch, fuck you. What you gonna do? Old lady, what are you gonna fucking do? Fuck you, lady. Move on. Go bug some other motherfuckers on the internet.
I asked her that. I said, "Can you go? Can at least can you go bother somebody else?" I'm not even recommending that, but at the very least, can you find somebody else?
If she don't sit in front of that fucking TV and turn on As the World Turns or Young and the Restless or fucking something and get
Days
off
of
the
Our
fucking
Life,
internet, I don't give a fuck which soap opera she watches.
General Hospital,
But bitch, watch it and
all
leave
my
people
children,
alone.
all my children.
All of them. Watch them back to back. Just leave people alone and stop making up shit. You want to be center of attention, bitch. If you're a fan,
Young and the Restless.
yeah,
I'm
that's
about to be
another one.
just as old. I'm about
Dallas,
to be
bitch.
just.
Watch Dallas.
Wait, Dallas was what? I don't know.
It,
I'm
it
about to
was
be
like a
just old as
nighttime soap
everybody
opera.
else. And let me tell you how I know. First of all, let me tell you. Okay, when all my children came on, first of all, I was in New York. I was growing up in New York at the time. I was a jit. When all my children came on, my grandmother made me go to bed. I go to sleep. She didn't want to be bothered with me at all.
It was nap time.
It was nap time.
Well, I can tell you, I
So
told
I
her.
can't forget the stories because when all if it was I don't know if it was 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock,
No,
when all my children came on, Erica Kane, them, right? I had to go to bed. I had to go to bed. She didn't want to be bothered with me now. I'm just trying to tell you now. And I don't think I'm the only one. I don't think I'm the only one now. Y'all
No,
put it in the chat.
it
Oh,
started at
absolutely
11
not.
o'clock, young and restless. 12 o'clock, all my children. 1 o'clock, one like to live. 2 o'clock, General Hospital. 3 o'clock,
Lord Jesus.
Murphy. 4
Not
o'clock, Oprah.
not
Not
Antoinette got the time frame.
Right, I'm just gonna say a neck
My
got some
God.
balance.
And I believe her too, because 4 o'clock was definitely Oprah.
yes.
Well, I told
I
Patricia, stop lying. You know damn good and well, Carmen wouldn't fuck you with somebody else's dick.
uh-uh.
She is not interested in you, old lady. She would never. She does Patricia not know what she looked like? I sent her a screenshot of her own picture. I said, "You think Carmen would want to hit that?" And then I sent a picture of Tay. I said, "Nah, she got this instead." Bitch, if you don't stop lying.
Penny, if you don't get off my internet,
And, fuck her. What's she gonna do to me? She said, "Oh, Penny, you better watch it." What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, bitch? Stop lying on people. It's ridiculous. You say some of the most terrible things about people that can really affect their real life.
Hmm.
Stop it.
no,
It's dangerous work, ho.
she's
That's
serious
uh,
now.
it's dangerous work to do that to somebody. If you don't go get in that prayer closet, you old fake ass Christian, get on those fucking knees and pray to God. Lady, you need prayer. You got to get in that prayer closet. And I mean, you need to cry out to him because something wrong with you.
Hmm.
And that's all I got to say. And what you going to do? What are you going to do about it, bitch? Goodbye.
When I tell you I live for when Penny
Hey,
comes
Penny.
on,
Penny threw the mic down.
Penny is woo.
when I tell you I
Okay.
live for when
Penny
Penny
said what
comes
she had to say
on,
and threw the mic down. Like, nope, I'm out.
and she got off this bitch. She go, but she gone.
When I tell y'all Penny is black, y'all better believe me.
Penny is black,
And she went to
bro.
church. Patricia did probably. I want to say either in the beginning of this year or maybe the end of last year to get baptized again.
Mm-mm.
We don't know if that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, it's true?
Yeah, yeah. Because I got relatives that go there.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh, well, what's
Okay.
That's
the
true.
thing about the
Hmm.
water? What's the song about the
And I'm
water?
thinking that she's still, as Darnell say, croaking all this shit.
Croaking the shit. That my auntie shit said. What is the thing about the water? Wait, wait in the water. What? No, it's another song. It's another song.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone today. I keep getting kicked out. I
Wait
can't
in the
hear. It's just crazy.
water. Okay, we don't know the song. But anyway, my cousin actually canceled her doctor's appointment if they schedule between
Antoinette.
12:30 and 2. She would not miss Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful. Miss Lily Coleman, that's crazy. I had to go to sleep. Darnell, don't feel bad. You really tried to help Miss Patricia. No, I really did.
Yep.
Um, I'm so glad Denise Johnson Mickles, you pointed that out because no, I really did. I really tried to help her. I tried to help her in like realizing that you should not
This
tell
thing keep
lies
going in
on
and out.
people. And I'm going in and out. Lynn, Antoinette.
I'm here.
Oh, so you
Is Darnell talking?
am I going in and out for you, Antoinette?
No.
So
Okay, because I can't hear.
Lynn,
Mine is going in and I'm having a bad connection tonight.
so can somebody tell Lynn in the chat? It's just her. But anyway, so I was saying something. No, I did try to talk to Patricia. I did try to get Patricia to see, like, bro, don't do that. That's like so wrong. Do you see how it can be so wrong? And and then I was like, when she got to the point where Carmen them, where it was potentially going to get criminal, she didn't go through with it. She has a limit, and thank goodness she has a limit. But I don't know, y'all. I now have a new um version and understanding of her than I ever did, and it's no telling what she may do. I haven't been able to get through her. As much as I thought that I was able to get through with her, it hasn't worked. And see, here's the thing: the life coaches need to understand when they're not able to get through with somebody, and they need to come to a conclusion when they have to understand and say, mm-mm, I tried to help this one. I did this and I did that and I said this and I said that, but I wasn't. And so the life coaches is stuck on they don't want to be wrong. Now, bitch, did you coach the life or did the life coach itself? Because bitch, you can't say you coach the life and then you detach yourself from the life and act like you don't have nothing to do with it. Because I don't think you were strong and powerful enough to do your job. But then again, where did you get your qualification? Anyway, before we get off of here, I just want to say this. Huh? I just want to say this. Please like and share the live. Like and share, like and share, like and share. Send it over there, send it over here, send it, send it, send it, send it. Baby, if you can support the channel, please do. I'm gonna scroll up to a cash app. We did not quite meet our cash app goal, in which I don't. Oh, there you go, right there. Let me see. We did not. Let me see how far we are away from our cash app goal. We are $55. 55, 55, 55. $55 away from our cash app goal. If you can support the channel, please do. The cash app is on the screen. I just want to be very clear. Um, Definitely $55 away from our cash app goal. That could be five people sending $10, one person sending five. That could be 20 people sending $5, all of the things. Okay. I just want to be very clear. We're a little bit away from our cash out goal. And while we're waiting on our cash out goal, we will talk about a couple of things. Antoinette.
Yes, sir.
So baby, Antoinette, I gave the lady the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yep.
Um it's just kind of wild to me. Well, you know, um I'm trying to formulate my words. I'm trying to formulate my words. Um, it's just like, where's my tissue? It's just like crazy to me that you will try to build a relationship with a person and you'll try to get like you'll try to understand them in their deepest parts, right? But I guess they still want whatever that sickness in them or the illness or they still want they still have this background thing. They can't yield it over. They can't express it. They can't be truthful for it. They cannot. They cannot. And they have to have this back piece, this yielding piece, this like this is my personality, but then this is my back personality. And then I have to yield it over, this back personality. And I don't know if anybody's understand what I'm saying, but it's it's unfortunate that that is the case. And I will say this: it's unfortunate that I um, believed that that could be a thing, or um, I just, honestly, if I'm being honest, I I just thought she was done with the bullshit. I did. I just thought she was done with it. And I thought that me mm, hold on now. Hold on now. I thought that she was done with the bullshit. I was finna say something else, but I want to hold off on it. I thought she was done with the bullshit, and I thought that like, bro, after you talk to somebody so long and you like, after you do something so long, you've done it. Like, aren't you tired? Are you not tired? It's kind of like that. But she's not. She's not tired. Very clearly, she's not tired. And so, anyway, I'm gonna go to Lynn first, and then Antoinette. Lynn, whatever you want to say, baby, you can. Go ahead.
Miss Patricia, I don't think it's any help for her. I think that she's going to continue to lie, whoever she can get to listen to her, and and it's obvious. I mean, it makes sense to believe her. If she called me up right now and just said, "Hey, such and such was talking about you," and make the story sound so good, you'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? You're human. So, and I'm just saying that she could do this to anybody, and then they, you know what I'm saying? She can do the same exact thing to anybody else, and they'll believe her lies, like Carolyn and Miriam, how they believe their stuff. The stuff she made up about Tay and the baby and all that stuff. She's just good at it. And she's just a sad case. And like I said, went to get baptized, and like I said, full of hell, croaking shit.
But
So
what's the sad part? I just really thought that her and I had conversation enough. Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
what is the thing that you can't be honest with nobody? What is that?
And
And
you
so
kept asking her.
she would swear she was honest with me, and that's so disappointing. It really is. But it is like you just said it was, Lynn. It's like she she can't help it.
Mm-mm. It's a
She can't
sickness.
help it.
It's a sickness this lady has. It's just
It's
sad
definitely a sickness.
to sit up and think about this. I think she get, have her a few beers and just, pick anybody off the internet to pit somebody against each other. And like I said, you're not gonna be the last one. She gonna do it again to somebody else. Gonna do the same exact thing. And Nikki hadn't even talked to her, and then you asking her like, Miss Patricia, are you sure you're telling the truth? It's like, lady, she's
Mm-hmm.
got issues. She's got issues, but like I said, she's gonna keep doing it. She's gonna keep doing it.
You're 1,000% correct, Antoinette.
Yes.
What you got to say about it?
Donna, you have a heart. You like me. I have a heart too. And sometimes you fall for it.
Yeah.
The cricket people that it is, you can still fall for it. So don't beat yourself up or don't be upset that you fell for it. You apologize. That's one thing about it. You hold yourself accountable. When you wrong, you gonna let everybody know you wrong.
Oh, I appreciate that.
But we have a heart, and she's older, so of course you're gonna fall for it because she
Hmm.
makes her story. I don't know where this woman comes from, but she make her story sound so real, and it's hard not to believe her.
She did.
Right. Right.
But I will say, and Penny been telling me, like, Penny, 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 she can't even stay on the phone. Penny will hang up. Penny will hang up in my face. And so I just want to say that thank you, Penny, right, for your discernment and who you are and what you um brought to the table when it comes to that. Um, mm,
Yeah. Anybody would believe it. It's
mm.
crazy.
So there's oh, I don't even know.
And
I'm not
any
gonna
other
talk
time
about that.
came on, she would have called you or something, and she didn't. You text her and she didn't. She'll call you later on, but you text her and told her.
Hmm. Hmm. And why wouldn't Darnell think that he could trust her? You know what I mean? Darnell has been there for her. They formed like a relationship or whatever. So why wouldn't Darnell think that he could trust her?
And that was the premise of the relationship, that I helped her, and felt like we, she could have this level of trust. That was the premise of the relationship. But it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Um, I just want to say this before we get off of here. We are. I don't know how much I said before, but 60. We're like $60 away from our cash out. $60 away from our cash out go. Thank you, Penny. And thank you, Penny, for, like, when I tell y'all Penny don't like the lady, Penny was like, no, 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 no. And it just been several things. Penny, like, I don't even want to get into it. You can read the comments. Um, Penny don't like the lady. So listen, we are $60 away from our cash out goal. But before we get off, I just want to say, if we could meet our cash out goal, that could be one person sending $60. That could be two people sending $30. That could be four people sending $15. And now I'm finna get ready to fuck up in a minute. Oh, that could be six people sending $10. Or this five. Anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have been a mathematician to let you know that we're a little bit away from our cash out $55 to be exact, away from our cash out goal. So if you can support the channel, please. Okay. And before we get off of here, baby, you know they don't like to hear that when we on here. And collecting the cash apps. I don't know what they got against the cash apps. I don't know what they got against us. But anyway, I'm gonna put this up here. Let me put on the. Are we on the screen? Yeah, there you go. We're on the screen, honey. We're a little bit against the cash app go. Please support the channel if you do. If you struggling and you don't know how you're gonna make the left end meet the right end, don't send it. Okay, I just want to say it. But we are a little bit away from that cash out before we get off of here. Okay, okay. While we're waiting to meet the cash out go, I just want to say this between Antoinette Lynn. Bro, I mean, sis. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Um,
Darnell, will you talk to her? And when she calls you, like, how would you play it? Like, if she, when we get up the live and she call you, how will you play
I
it? Like,
don't,
you
I
gonna
don't,
ignore it or
I
what?
wouldn't answer. I don't
Okay.
want to talk to her right now. I don't. I do not want to talk to her right now. When I tell you, I don't. Um, Samantha, she says baptism did not work. We need an exorcism. Oh goodness gracious. So that took away the five. That took away the five. We are $50 away from our cash to go. $50 away from our cash to go. That could be 10 people sending $5. That could be one person sending $50. That could be, it could be a lot of things. We're $50 away from our cash to go. Please help reach the cash to go if you can help reach it. Um, no, you know what? Mm, 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 mm. So what are the um but no. Mm, mm, mm. I guess I want to flip subjects real quick. So we're talking about earlier, the fights, the back and forth when it comes to social media, and um, mm, just the ins and out and protections of, like, which, what and who and why and all that stuff. So I guess for me, um, mm, 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 mm. I, mm, mm, mm. So I guess for me, my question for everybody is, I feel like I need to ask a question offline, and then online I need to ask a separate question. That's how I'm feeling right now. I just want to be very clear because I haven't asked my question. And so the deeper question that I have, I'm not gonna ask it online because we're on it right now. But what I want to ask you all, beautiful ladies, is, Antoinette,
Yes.
how do you, uh-oh, how do you, um, maintain and keep yourself beautiful without, um, kind of commingling and coming in with, when you go somewhere and this is what they want you to have, and they have this mascara, this blush, and this whatever, whatever. How do you, like, find to be confident within yourself and your natural beauty, because you are? And this is, wait, I don't even know if you. So first of all, I'm gonna say this.
Thanks.
I feel like I have a feeling that Antoinette prefers to be naturally beautiful without makeup. I am assuming she's gonna have to tell me if that's right or wrong.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't like makeup. I mean, I wear makeup. Don't get me wrong. I wear makeup, but now I just put on powder and that's it.
gotcha.
I don't do all the foundation and all that. It's too hot. Houston is too hot for
I really had a feeling about that. I just, oh,
eyebrows arch. And hey,
I heard something. Hold on, we are definitely halfway there. Bless your, hold on now. Bless your heart. You do have a heart, and I love that you do have a heart. Thank you, Denise Jordan, saying thank you so very much. I really thank you for. Oh wait a minute. I really thank you, my love. Um, hold on now. With the big cash app, and I believe we only $25 away from my cash out go. But no, I will say for this, Antoinette, like, that kind of just saved it. it. Sometimes it's just that, I mean, it is sometimes the structure of it all, and the um mm, the what I want to say, why is that coming out? The structure of it all, and the, like, idea of, like, being in a relationship, and two people together. Oh, Nick, wait a minute. First of all, Nikki is
Nikki
back.
back.
Nikki.
Here I am. My husband called. I told y'all he was gonna call. So I
I know that's right.
have
Tell
um
tell Papa Bear we said what's up.
sure will. He ain't on now, but I was talking to him.
No, he's not.
Um, but I
Not
will.
talking about from all the nose, not just for me. Like, it's not. I'm talking about the nosy neighbors, because here's the thing, Nikki. We've
Mm-hmm.
come along. We haven't talked about this, but you and I have come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We've come a long way. I want to say this, right? Um, I was social media, and I think, and I don't know how long Nikki was on social media before um I was, but I do think, if I'm being completely honest, I do think Nikki knew how to grab some drama at the time on social media. And I didn't want the drama. When Nikki tried to say the nosy neighbors or whatever, and I hope this, oh, wait a minute now. When she tried, I'm gonna come back to this. I am, you best believe. Um, and this is a new thing too for me for this phone. I really don't know how to respond to this phone. But thank you for the cash out, my love. Oh, big cash out too. I'm gonna come for you in just a second. We're just actually a little bit away from our cash out. Go support the channel if you can. So, Nikki, I really found Nikki where she was like the nosy neighbor said this and the nosy neighbor said that and the nosy neighbor, and I really tried to ignore her, but at some point, I guess I just didn't, and then we just went left from there. Not to get out all into the details, but we just went left from there. And honestly, if I listen, y'all cannot like me for saying this or feel some type of way. I'm a very truthful person, and I have to tell the truth that I have within me. I respect Nikki for making the change that she did, and I'm gonna say this, Nikki. When you was saying you were gonna make that change, and I said I honor that and I respect that, and I'm looking forward to that. I when Patricia told me that this was going on, I felt like I'm gonna tell you, I felt like Lena reached out to you because she has previously. She said it, and I felt like she reached out to you and she tried to get us against each other, and that's how I felt. And I did try to confirm that as much as I could, but that's how I felt. And so
Mm-hmm.
to come to find out that the whole conversation didn't happen, um, it's a and listen, I'm not saying I knew Patricia lied and she was a liar. I guess that I thought that I was fucking Superman in this bitch and tried to get her to see different things and understand different things. This was what like why don't you see this could be a problem when
But I
you
was
do?
doing the same thing with her. When I tell you, every time she came at me, I'm like, why don't you just let it go? Why
Mm-hmm.
don't you just leave it alone? Why don't you just stop? Like when I say this woman called me out of the blue because it had been months. I don't save, I know it was either a
Mm-hmm.
706 or a 4
Oh, it's a
something area code.
706. It
Okay.
is a
So
706 now.
I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? So you trying to get me to beef because she wanted me to beef with the I only the young lady over there that she had an issue with. She kept trying it when we was cool. And she used to say, "Oh, she trying to snake you." I'm like, I don't want to hear none of that. Because at this point, I'm seeing that what she say to me, it can't be all factual. But when it comes down to this situation right here, like I had said before, if it had been me, knowing the history that you and I had, I
Mm-hmm.
cannot sit here and say that I would have reached out to you like, yo, did you say that? I don't care who it came from. So she knew, and whoever did it, whatever the case may be, I'm
Mm-hmm.
accepting the fact that this lady is as grimy as she wants to be when she chooses to be. And that's
It's
what she did.
it's crazy, Nikki, because I honestly I'm not gonna lie. And I tried to be a smart person and astute and on top of it, when I kind of tried to say like Miss Patricia, like please like tell me if this is true because I got she she don't seem to give a fuck,
No,
and that's
no. And
dangerous.
s-
And that's dangerous
and the bottom with me
because
is crazy.
she wanted. You know what it is? You know what I thought about? She said something right. The shit died down too much for her. It's not it's not as much drama as she wanted to have, right? The
That's it.
ecosystem of the shit, it died down too much for her.
Yes.
And she's she's this level of Nikki and Nikki been on her spirituality, and this level of me knowing that I could go on into people and that I'm not going in on them. And even though the people think they're so fucking innocent and everything, bitch, you're not. But I know that I
That's
can
one
dog your.
thing, Donnell. I'm sorry. That's one thing I've done is owned all of my crap.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can say I haven't owned all of my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when in the space I'm in now, I'm not lying to y'all. There have been times very recently where I was almost back there. It takes a lot for me to stay in this posture. So I know all Miss Pat did was allow the part of her that's in her, because everybody got free will. I ain't mess with this lady. Imagine me having a conversation with you and we was once cool. And
Mm.
for whatever reason we fall out. And then I pray for you and I wish you well. And you put my why she didn't call me to say, Nikki, did you really call me? You called me for all the other stuff. Why she didn't call me to verify that it was me? But she ran with it because there are so
Mm.
many
She
people
she she
that
would
would
have
love
known.
to see it.
She would have known if
So
it
many
was
people
you or
that would
not.
love to see us go back and forth. It's so many people that's believing that, oh, Nikki, I am where I am. But I
And
have my moments.
let's talk about that, right? I when you and I had that conversation some time ago, right?
Right.
Um, I've upheld that, and
Mm-hmm.
you've upheld
I
that.
said that on my live. I said it. Me and him ain't had no beef. This was
Nothing.
probably okay. In the midst of me getting involved with the two young ladies, I really wasn't trying. I cared about both of them. I didn't want them to go at it. Everybody sees how that turned out. I saw the woman. I did not acknowledge her. I know she know I saw her. So she's
Mhm.
been watching me. And you come with this? Who wouldn't love it to see both of us going at it?
And so okay, and so I'm like, no, and so when she told me, right, that she had a phone call and that somebody said that, don't get yourself back into the mess and you've been doing good. And she said that, the person didn't say who they were. And it just all things was like, it was you that she's talking about. Okay. Now, of course, she could come and say it wasn't you, but it was you she was talking about. And again, I don't have Nikki's number. I don't have a way to get in contact with her. I just thought that her and I were cool with understanding that we had a bad start, no matter where it started or what who initiated. We had a very bad start. It was some things that were said that shouldn't have been said, and that we are not on that no more.
Let me
I
interject. I'm gonna tell you what I said when I brought you up. The girl wished death on my mother.
Well,
And I
girl.
said, as much as me and Darnell beefed, what I could say, that man never attacked my mother. And I said, before y'all go run and say I'm talking about this man, that is one thing I could say. He never attacked my mama. That
Mhm.
is when I brought you up on my live stream. That was then. That woman, I know she was listening. And the one that brought my mama up was Chandra and said
Mm,
she wished my mama was gonna die like my dog.
mm. I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
know
be
your
buried with
dog
my
had died
mama
till
like I
recently.
buried my dog. My dog had epilepsy. I didn't know he had epilepsy. He was on seizure medication. It worked for a little while, and then one day he had a seizure and he didn't come back.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me tell you something. I don't know if I've heard another dog as much as I heard the Escobar. And I want to say this. I hear something. I just thank you so much, Miss Donna, for the big cash out, Miss Donna. You all, we are only $5 actually away from our cash app goal. So I know we're gonna meet our cash app goal before we get off here. Um, $5 away from our cash app goal. Wait, I'm pressing so many buttons right now. So no, Nikki, I didn't. I honestly, if I just got aware of the Escobar, um, like a couple of days ago, actually,
Mhm.
because you blocked me and we didn't have communication and we weren't worried about each other. And let me through some of the other people, I say, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and this is one of the most important things that we're gonna have this conversation about because right now we're talking about this, that, or third. Here, if you want some substance and the meat of a conversation, I'm gonna say this. It's a shame that if a black person, and I talk about black people because that's who I know, decides that they want to stop the mess and they want to escalate and hire themselves to another level, it's a shame that that's not accepted within the social media platform. It's a shame because I've seen some of the things y'all say. Oh, Nikki, she the pastor, and she the this, and she the that, and she the this. I've seen that shit. Okay, I was just gonna say because I still cuss, and I must cuss. I want to cuss. It's also a shame that when I when me and Nikki talked back then, and she said she was going through this thing. She was on an island, or she was somewhere. She was
I
somewhere
was
on
in
the water,
Bermuda. I was in Bermuda.
Bermuda,
Yep.
and I accepted her then and what she said she was going to do, right? Because that's the type of person I am, right? And it's crazy to me, and this is what triggered me when it came to what Miss Patricia said. It when Lena specifically said that Nikki was full of shit, that she didn't mean what she said she was going to mean, and basically that Nikki fooled me into believing she had changed and that she was someone different than she presented herself to be. And I didn't feel that. I did not feel that when I had that conversation with her. And so I stood in my own ground, right? And so Lena specifically, and maybe there was another one or two. Oh, she made a lot of the next day. Oh, you can fool some, but you can't fool everybody. And did and went on her. And she's supposed to be like Coach Way. But who is the correct one? Because at the end of the day, Nikki went on about her business, and she, as far as I know, she ain't said shit about nobody. Nothing. She could have. She didn't. And even if there was a mention of like I could go into this, but I'm not. That's not this. She has not. I have not heard her say. Let me let me put it in order. I have not heard Nikki out of these year plus go back into me, Carmen, Tay, whoever in the
Let me
capacity
interject. You
that.
know me, I'm gonna interject. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold
I
on,
got a message.
hold on before hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
It ain't gonna be 60 seconds.
Okay.
that I've heard her not go into that, right? And for the longest, I heard her not go into that, and that I've heard people, including Lena, say, "Oh, she's fooling you." She's like, "Oh." Basically challenging my discernment and what I feel that Nikki is saying or doing, to say that I'm going to be wrong and she's going to be right. And it's mighty funny to me that after maybe 6 months, a year, or whatever down the line, that Lena went to Nikki, right? After Nikki wrote her book, right? And uh tried to be smushy with her, right? Because part of that was because Nikki wrote her book and Lena was still trying to get her book out. She could never do it. They never could do it. And it's still and still. And and so now, when back then she tried to chastise me for saying that I believed that Nikki was meant what she said, and I was fucking right. I want to say that. And not, and Nikki, I give you praise for what you was able to do. But I just want to say, and you can acknowledge, or you don't have to acknowledge, this thing with Lena coming in to befriend you. To befriend you. Oh, you wrote your book, I befriend you. And you doing this, I befriend you. You doing this, befriend you. But bitch, when I said that Nikki was moving away from it and she meant what she said, oh no. Same bitch. Same bitch. Uh, no, she don't mean that, and she ain't gonna do that, and she's not gonna do that, and da 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 da. Da. I just fucking can't. So Nikki, you have the floor. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
I was going to say that about, I don't know how many months ago, but I keeps it. I check every inbox because I still have my Roasia. I still have every page that I had. There was a message in Chop It Up with Chef Nikki
Mm-hmm.
regarding one of the people you mentioned.
Okay.
And I sent it to my sister. I said, you see this shit? Somebody really wants me to get back in the mix. I replied to the person and said, I'm going to pray for you, right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
in that no more. When it comes down to the situation with, I can't say that Lena was trying to befriend me. I will say it was a situation where it was a reach out to say, yo, it was fucked up. If I'm a sum it up, it was fucked up what went down on the internet, right?
Wait, I don't know if I understand what you're saying.
Okay. It was a reach out to say the back and forth on the internet was
Mm-hmm.
uncalled for and there was an apology. But
Okay.
Lena has never talked about you to me. I probably talked to Lena since, and I'm not talking about like talk on the phone. I'm talking about maybe one conversation on the phone and a text message, probably twice since I got off the internet. There's no need for there to be a communication with her and I regarding you.
Now I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, I want to say Patricia presented this thing in front of me, right? And I tried to kind of vet it or whatever. And the assumption was, well, from what she said, it would have to have been Lena talking about me to you. Now, I will say this, that's separate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another component of that is that I presented this earlier, and that you had um, presented to me that you was going to move forward, and da, 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 and I believed you, and Lena
Mm-hmm.
was in the back saying no, she's lying. She even did a live. You know, Facebook, you can't see it no more. Like, oh, she's lying, she can fool some people, but she can't fool everybody. And my discernment, so the bitch discernment ain't been on. I believed you when you said what you said, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And she didn't, and her discernment, which for the most part is always fuck up, because it's a crooked bitch. Um, and I'm cursing, Nikki, and I know you're, whatever, but she's a crooked bitch. Um, and so the distinction between the two, right?
Mhm.
I just cannot. I can't unsee it. I can't unhear it. I can't um act like, even when I just can't act like. So what I'm saying for that part of it is, um I know what she said to me, and what she said to me with some Lena, against you and who you are. And when you
Mhm.
came to me and we had conversations, because see, sometimes I think people are not ready for conversations. They're
Mhm.
not ready for someone to say that I've reconciled everything that I've done and I repented and I am on this avenue of reconciliation or peace or whatever. They're not ready for these conversations. And they don't maybe even believe them. But I believed your conversation. But I got
Mhm.
chastised for it within my own subgroup. If anybody want to say the A1, day one, whatever, I got chastised for talking to you, Nikki, and
Mhm.
for believing what you said that you said. Particularly, I got chastised from Lena. I just want to be very fucking clear. And she'll probably come on and say it didn't happen because she's a liar and the truth is not in her. And the more lies she says, the more damage she's gonna do to her situation. I believe that. Um
Real quick, so I can get off here, dude.
wait,
Uh,
wait,
uh,
wait, 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 wait. I didn't Penny, I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I am gonna give you the floor.
okay.
But I just want to say this before I cannot get off track from what I'm saying. I cannot. And so I want to say, Nikki, I did a live and I said, um, I think Nikki, I heard her and you were in I remember this. I can remember it from the day you were in I don't know if it was a hut or it was something in the middle of the ocean.
Mhm. I was in the backyard in Bermuda. Yeah.
And you were starting to talk about it, and during the course of that time of starting to talk about it or whatever, I I I I believed that you were saying exactly what you meant to say.
Mhm.
Now, when if you remember around this time, right? People
Mhm.
speculated why you were doing that.
Yeah.
There was like this whole conversation of like, oh, she's really trying to do that to something's going on with the husband, or she's really trying to do that because of this or that or the third. I just want to, do you remember that part when you were there and people were trying to speculate why
Yeah.
you were doing that?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be 1,000% honest, and I'm gonna be 1,000% honest in many ways. When I saw that, and I saw how you spoke, and I saw everything that, I believed it. I honestly did. Right? I believed it,
Mhm.
and it was my interpretation and my discernment. It didn't look like it was perfection, right? But it looked like sincerity.
Yeah.
But you know who didn't believe it? Lena, the life coach, who wanted to have the discernment that I have. So here's the thing, bitch. I want to tell you something, Wig. You want to have the discernment that I have. You want to be able to interpret the things that I'm able to interpret. You know what the problem is? God gave me these abilities. God gave them to me. I didn't have to I didn't have to click a course and sign up for them and write a paper to get them. God gave these abilities to me. And so, therefore, you can never compete with the natural ability with how I am and who I am and how I navigate and what I see and what I don't see. And when I'm able to tell the person and bless a person with the information, you can never do that. Because God gave me over and exceeding and abundantly the thing that you still got to go and pull out a module for. Isn't that sad? You got to go put out a folder to try to figure out a bitch. And God forbid your dyslexia creep in and you don't pull out the right folder. I've said this before. Linda, you can never fuck with me. See, the thing about it is you think that you think you're so engulfed with you think that you are who you are, and you don't make space that like I am who I am. You can never in all of your fucking tracks in your head, all of the lives that you live, all of the bitches that you fooled to be with you, all of the military bitches that you got your checks from, but you can never fuck with me. I want to let you know that right now, ho. Never. I don't care if you're a Gemini, whatever you think so much about your sign, bitch. You better study a Sagittarius. You can never fuck with me, ho. I will go 17 years with you thinking that you fuck with me and that you won. And bitch, on the 18th year, I will stir up your whole life. Bitch, let you know who the fuck you fuck with. It was always in your best interest to leave me the fuck alone. But you a thug on one moment and you're a butterfly on the next moment. You a New York slicker, New York thug on the next moment, but you want to go to police on the next moment. Bitch, I want you to pick a side, but you can't pick a side because you know who you are, because you twist it and twirl, and your two personalities are right and wrong, and they have a drastic difference between the two. I don't have that problem. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I just told Nikki when I was wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I don't have a problem deciphering if I want to admit that I'm wrong. I don't have that problem that you have. Okay. I don't have a problem when you go over there and try to manipulate and master manipulate when you're wrong. I don't have that problem. I just want to be very clear about that. Um, so you're always going to be limited. You know why you're always going to be limited? Because you're not truthful. You're not truthful. And as long as you're not truthful, you're going to continue to be downtrodden, the least amongst these. You're going to continue to be all of these things. Because here's the thing. If we it, mm, if we look and see, right? Lonnie Lena, the mother. Okay, cool. Right. Lonnie done paid the house off. We grateful for that because she did, right? The mother's there. So now y'all collecting her check, and that might be why y'all want her to collect her check. But you keep trying to prove yourself to a lot of things. Oh, I'm close to the beach. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm in the Hampton. Oh, I'm there. Oh, see, it's still not enough because you're the fake ass bitch. So if we can't remove that factor because that's who you are. You're a fake ass bitch. See, you are one of the true definitions of a Gemini because every Gemini is not like that. But you, oh, you definitely think that you are who you want to be, and then the reality sets back in who you are. But I have no expectation for you to realize that I think I will perish and die, come back again, and I'll come back as a snail before you realize you're full of shit. Okay? So I want to say that. Another thing I want to say is in general, and I've said this before, right? if if I build a relationship with somebody, Nikki's here, and me and Nikki build a relationship, and then I come to find out um, Nikki stole $50 from a party she was at. Before I come online, be see some of y'all, that's your problem. You don't understand friendship dynamics. You're not loyal to nobody. Before I come online and say, Nikki, you stole that $50. That's a $50 right there. You stole that $50, and you should have get it 50. You shouldn't do that. Before I come online in front of everybody and say that, I'm not gonna do it. What I will say and privately towards Nikki, bitch, I say you took that $50. If you don't put that $50 back, I'm gonna have my own private conversation with her about that. And see, that's part of why some of y'all are fucked up now. Because you don't really know how to really maintain a true friendship. Especially some of y'all are fucked up because you're sitting using a person or taking advantage of them in some kind of ways, right? And you still don't have the respect enough to um, do those things and say those things. And so that's why a lot of the shit is fucked up now. Okay. So I believe Nikki when she said I believe her then, and just to come and found out to be that it was correct. Okay, the life coach who never coached her life, she can't figure shit out. She didn't think it was real. She ain't gonna come and tell you. Anyway, I'm about to get off of here. So I'm gonna say, Nikki, do you have anything you want to say closing? I want to say again, I apologize for believing that you said and you were perpetuating those things. I do apologize, and I want to say I thank you for coming on to clear it up because I
I can't
you didn't
just let
have to.
nobody run with that. I'm gonna be quiet. So I think that's Penny talk. People won't ever. One thing for sure, they gotta accept the reality for what it is. The reality is always gonna be the truth. If a
Hmm.
person cannot admit that, then they're not gonna go anywhere. When I stood in Bermuda, that was every bit of me. I was really it was getting heavy on me.
Hmm.
And I really felt like, yo, how can I excel in what I'm doing? And I'm doing this type of shit. This is what I felt. And when I say it came on me heavy, it did. Had I not came
I
on your
feel like I
platform
felt
then,
that, Nikki. I
people,
feel like I felt
It
that.
was heavy. It was so heavy. I can't explain it until a person go through something like that, because everybody got a calling on their life. They
And
got to
I
make a decision
and
what they
you know
gonna do
what?
with it.
If I hope I'm not interrupting you for you gonna forget, because I understand sometimes people want to continue because they're gonna forget what they had to say. I
Hmm.
don't the heaviness that I felt like you felt, I'm not saying I have that,
Hmm.
but what I am saying is I made a change.
Hmm.
What I am saying is I made a change. You don't have to dog somebody out to have a conversation about what's going on.
Right.
You
Right.
don't have to put them in the grave.
Right.
You don't have to dog them out. You don't have to demean them. You can say, "This is what's going on. I don't wish this on nobody because anything with jail, I don't wish it on nobody." And so you can talk about something, you can cover something, and you don't have to condemn a person or send them to hell or jail. You don't have to do that. So I really honestly find it um I commend you for doing that. I um found myself being inspired by that, if I'm being honest. Um and even though I had that knowledge and recognition or whatever, and I'm gonna say something here in just a second, and this is gonna be for real for real. And I do think that out of all of us that were down and dirty and saying whatever, and we haven't even said the most egregious thing, because I've seen some people on YouTube say like the most egregious here. But and so what I want to say about that is there's definitely an evolution to knowing that you could do something and you could say something, but you don't say it.
Yes. Yes.
I could say this about this person. I'm fully equipped with the information. I can find the information. I'm fully equipped to say this. And I can say it in the best way that my people will love it and soak it in. But it's another thing to choose not to do that. And that's what Nikki did. Honestly, recently, that's what Nandy did. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Just because y'all send me something. First of all, sometimes it's some of the shit you send me. I gotta go look at it because it ain't real. You don't can interpret it. I just want to say that I appreciate the growth in people, even if it's small steps, even if you don't, even whatever. I appreciate that because it takes sometimes for people, it takes small steps to equal a big step. It might take several attempts in order to equal this is how I'm living and this is what I'm on and this is um the space that I'm in, whatever it may take that. And I appreciate it. I felt like again then I knew Nikki was serious when she said it, and people came on and they copied and piggybacked and um entertained that, and that's cool because ultimately my goal was for everybody to um see each other and understand each other, and that for everybody to realize that you should not heavily condemn a person, right? You should not condemn a person to the fact that they're you know you want them dead, or that like you condemn them to the point where hang them on the cross, and you just condemn them to the most horrible and egregious things um, that can be done or said, and that's not. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. You know what I believe in, and here's the thing. Also, we've been conditioned with God. God has been forced upon us. The slavery, the masters or whoever they were, they forced slavery in the Bible on people. And the Bible was rewritten by King. It's all these things, right? And I'm not saying that I don't believe in the Bible. We may have reached our cash goal. I'm checking in a second. I'm not saying I don't believe in the Bible because I've studied the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament. I think what I am saying is that I'm so glad nobody interrupted me because I'm processing my thoughts. I think what I am saying is that um, we can definitely open up our minds. It's something unsettling to me, right? It's something unsettling to me that the white man gave me the Bible, that King James, the white man, rewrote the white man, that gave me that the white man was Jesus. And if you were to look into Leviticus, it authorizes slavery to the point where it, and I can find the, if anybody don't believe it, I can find the scripture. It says, well, just get the slave as long as they're not your own kind. Get them slaves. So I'm having an issue with several things. I'm gonna continue and always believe in the higher God, what I call the Almighty, and what I call the omnipotent and omnipresent. I'm gonna continue to believe in that. But the details that y'all said about the God, I got so many questions. Got so many. And if you took your white ass to rewrite the Bible, why would I trust that or anything you did that long ago? Because you still trying to fuck up shit this now. So here's the thing. I know that this is a big conversation for people. I know that as according to my people and uh the people who I grew up in church with, they this is not something that they want to hear. I'm just observant, and I'm just going to question a lot of things. I am. Do I believe that there is a God, a higher power? And I do believe that. But this God that is, I just found this verse in Leviticus about this slavery. Y'all have to inbox me so I can send it to you. Bitch, I don't know nothing about that one. Nothing. That God right there, and I don't, are you oh are you cool? What the young people say? You cool? Because mm-mm, I cannot. But anyway, anybody have anything to say before we get off of here? Because we are finna get off of here. I thank y'all for joining. I thank you particularly, Nikki, for joining because you didn't have to.
I
Um,
appreciate it. I you
and
know, I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I was in here cooking for my well,
mhm,
taking my son some food, and my
okay.
phone rang. Darnell on live, he on live, your picture on this thing. And the first thing come to my mind, like, him, what reason would he be having to talk about me? But I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go listen because the last time I was over here, I came over here because I was being talked about, and that's when I cleared up that situation. But I'm understanding more and more with this whole social media thing is it if I can't be in the space and give my opinion about something without being what you said, condemned, I don't need
Mm-hmm.
to be in it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing what I'm doing not because somebody said I had to, it's because it's what I wanted to do.
To do. Yeah.
It was a struggle for me in the beginning because people that I thought were cool with me were pissed off at me. And
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy that in a setting like this, when I was on that side acting like a damn fool, everybody was saying, you need to leave this alone, let go and let God do this, do that. I said, I'm not doing nothing until Jesus come back. But when I made the decision that I had the game all twisted and messed up, everybody that I thought really fucked with me
They didn't.
went left on me.
So do you know
But I
why
said
that
it was
was?
necessary because in order for me to grow, it'll show me it's a hurting thing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and cap with y'all. It's a hurting thing to know that there are people that would rather see you go back and forth every day than to free yourself from something that had you so tied up you can't even get to the closer to the finish line. That I was messed up. If people pay attention, I wasn't on the internet at all, really, for
Mm-hmm.
almost like a year. I went over to TikTok and I just started posting my affirmations because there's no way for me to be in a chaotic atmosphere and expect for people to hear me. I'm going to go somewhere else so people can get to know who I am becoming. Then when I come back on the side of this side, it's still crappy because as a woman, like you said, I can admit when I'm wrong. There are people that will never say, you know what, Nikki? Damn, I fucked up. I got it wrong. They will never do it because they're not ready to see what's going on in them. People call me preacher, call me this, call me that, call me whatever. What I do know is I choose to be in a space where when the time comes and we all have to leave here, I don't want to spend the rest of my afterlife in hell. I do believe it's a such place, and I do believe it's people walking around us every single day that's on that side of the fence, and they're purposely, deliberately, this is where they are. They're not going to change. This is just who they're going to be. But to have it happen to me personally, when I know I was a handful, but for me to admit I was a handful, now I don't give a damn what people think, but in the same space, I come here on a regular. I want to see with my own eyes that this is really, you mean to tell me that the same people that was saying let it go are the same people are throwing rocks because I let it go? A lot of people won't do that because they're afraid who they're going to lose. I'm at a point where I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is going to say something about me being up here. And guess what? I don't give a damn because what people showed me before is they really don't fuck with me. But
Mm-hmm.
now I know who and whose I am.
Mm-hmm.
Before I knew it, I just was running from it. Now I'm in it and I'm okay with it. That's just where it's going to be. I'm accepting it for what it is. And I know, and this is me in my flesh talking because I'm still a human being that's nowhere near perfect. As I elevate, when people come back into my space, I'm going to tell them to kiss my ass and
Mm-hmm.
praise God with it. And I'm dead ass serious. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things people don't deserve, there's a lot of things that people do deserve. But am I to put my mouth on it to make sure they get it? No, I'm not. And I know that now. So I'm still learning to be the hell quiet and speak when I need to speak. And that is probably the hardest part in this for me. So I was coming when I saw. And as soon as I didn't even know you were talking about me till I heard box braids. I said, wait a minute. He talking
Yeah,
about me.
yeah,
That's when I said, drop the link. I ain't talked to this lady. And to
yeah.
know that these are people that are our senior and they are more messier than people in our age group is disgusting.
And
Because come on,
go,
lady,
go ahead.
you reaching what, 70 something? Could be my mama.
And here's the thing. I said a box. First of all, I told you in the beginning, I was like, I don't. I tried to check with her, whatever. I didn't know what I was going to say, but
Mm-hmm.
I tried to check with her, whatever, because I honestly don't. And when I come on, sometimes I just don't know what I'm going to say, right? And so I did say box braids because you know, and I didn't say your name because she was like, oh, she didn't say your name, but da 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 da. And so I'm not gonna say her name either. Now, could I say your name? Yes, I could have said your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you listen to the what I said, let's be careful. Like I I don't know how we're here. I don't know how we got here because I hadn't said nothing about you, and
Wow, I
you
was
hadn't
typing
said
the
nothing
same thing to my sister.
about,
I was
and
like,
you hadn't
yo, what is he talking about?
you hadn't
Like
said,
what?
you hadn't said nothing about me, and I hadn't said nothing about you. So why 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 are we here? Why are we here?
Yeah.
Bro, if I'm not telling you this is the best example of pull up, chef on the pull up, the
I'm not going to
fuck?
be afraid to come in spaces of people that don't like other people when I'm coming to deal with something regarding me because ain't nobody going to speak better for me than me. And there's always going to be somebody that's going to have something to say. And at this point, I could care less. I could care less then, but I'm talking about I'm on a whole nother level of caring less now. And I care less.
I
I understand realities. A lot of people don't. They
all
want to
I
make their
know
facades a reality, and that's never going to happen.
is I know that there was a chef on the pull up, and that's what happened. I'm gonna say another thing. Okay, cool. Everybody when they transition up from one place to another, it sometimes doesn't always look like you wanted to look. You may want an apology, or you may want it to sound like this or look like this, or you may want this. And see, I'm gonna say this for me. I'm gonna say this for me. And everybody, I'm so clear. Everybody had no opinions. If you're going to leave me the fuck alone and move the fuck on, I don't need an apology. I don't need a tour. I don't need a map, a guide, a guiding light. I don't need I don't need a thumb. I don't need nothing. The fact that you're getting ready to go about your business, leave me the fuck alone, is enough. So some of you all want a lot of things, and maybe you're not gonna get those things. And some of you are also uh that that apology, you're stuck on that being uh, something is gonna happen, but it may not never happen. Okay. So anyway, I say all that to say I'm gonna get off this bitch. And I enjoyed this live. I enjoyed. I did not know Nikki was coming on this live. Just like I didn't know Patricia was coming on this live. I did not know people come on my lives. What are are you mad because nobody comes on your lives? Are you? You already fooled the people to be against me. The 1 2 people, and that's been the talk of town since the '76. Yeah, the 2 people. They went on and then focused. What you want me to do? If I would see, here's the thing that I have a problem with too, Nikki. If I were to tell y'all the other day how many cash outs I had in that cash out, it would gag you and let you know you ain't stopping a motherfucking thing. And so I don't.
You know, I don't understand, Donnell, why
Mm-hmm.
people can't go respectfully and watch who they want to watch. I remember when I was with the crap, I would say people could come and watch me if they don't like me, just don't disrespect me. Two people should be able to agree to disagree
Mm-hmm.
and let that just be it. If everybody agrees with me, then that can't be true. It just
It's
can't
fake as
be.
fuck.
So why is it that like all of the Bush stuff, all of this stuff, if a person is going to run and tell me
Mm-hmm.
that somebody is talking about me, why are you over there watching it in the first place? That's the
And
first thing. And then to come
and
and tell me in a space where, now this granted is something for me to know. Because if I don't say something, then it's out there that, oh, Nikki did this, Nikki said that, Nikki said this when I didn't say it at all. But the fact that people are so controlled on the internet scares me. And I'm being
oh
so serious.
no, that did what you just said. Yes, they're gonna say it and they're gonna do it, and um, um, that's part of the problem in terms of like people being independent and their thinking and how they process information and all of those things. So it's just kind of like this, like right. If I were to say, um hey, let me see. If I were to say, hey, you got your whole closet, um, and everything you got in your closet, what are you gonna put on today? If I were to say that, for a lot of people, it's like it would be too much. S- I I don't know what's going on with the minds of the humans and the people that have been born, right? I don't know. I think that the parents can cultivate some things, and I think they should cultivate some things. But it's just almost like a floppy disk mind, like, and it's gonna be a problem. It's like the minds of the teenagers that are come. It's like, they say they pass the people on, and they don't know how to read and none of these things. Somebody said we having a great live. Thank you, Miss Billy. So it's kind of like that. They're saying sometimes that the people pass on, they know how to read. I don't understand that because when we was in school, bitch, if you did not pass on and you wasn't able to read, you definitely weren't to go to the next grade. So, mm, I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know, man. All that I do know is I'm finna get off of here because I'm finna do it. And
Okay.
oh, I want to clear up something too, Nikki. So, and it's not for just you, but um, hmm, everybody's on their own journeys, and I made a post the other day that I had got off of the post, and I made a caption or whatever. Cool. I actively and persistently and consecutively try to work on myself, and that is not a level of perfection. It's just a level of actively trying to do it. And so before I was even, I think I'm gonna tell too much. I need it off here.
Okay, let
Oh,
me say a prayer then before you
okay.
tell
Wait.
too much.
Okay. Wait. I'm gonna say something, and you can see
Okay.
it praying. We're gonna get up here.
All right.
Um, I want to say this, and I'm still celibate, right? I the post that I made, I still didn't breach my celibacy, right? But I do want to say, you know, even if I did, right? How can we count how many people are fornicating and having doing this here and there and this and that. We can't count it because it's out of control. And so for me, I don't know if I can say so. I it's a process of thinking people and doing these things and all this stuff. There's a process of all of that. I just almost want to say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna yield it over to Nick, and she gonna say what she gonna say. I flip around a bike. I'm appreciative of what I have accomplished and what I have to do and what I don't have to do and what that looks like, and I'm just super appreciative of that. And that I come this long way to be able to even sustain the abstinence that I have and all this stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna yield it over to Nikki, and I'm gonna let her talk. And after she finishes with, oh, and I'm gonna yield it over to everybody else on the panel. And after everybody else, we're gonna get off the speech. Go ahead, Nikki Boo, and thank you for
Okay.
bearing with me, cause
No
sometimes.
problems. No
Go
problem.
ahead.
Okay. Father God, we come before you today asking for peace where there is tension and understanding where there is disagreement. Help us not to be led by pride, anger, or hurt. Give us wisdom in our words, patience in our responses, and grace in our hearts. Father God, teach us to forgive where forgiveness is needed, to listen where listening is needed, and to trust you with the things we cannot fix on our own. Guard our hearts from bitterness and help us walk in a way that honors you, even when it is hard as hell. We place every conflict, every misunderstanding, and every relationship in your hands. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. No, no, I'm looking to see. Let me see. Get I'm looking to see now. Thanks for the visit, Nikki. We enjoyed your trip, Nikki. Thank you for the prayer, Nikki. Oh no, the prayer hands. Amen. Okay. Amen. 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 So they were hmm, um everybody from what I can see was feeling it. And I said so. I'm gonna get up here. So I appreciate you, Nikki, for
No problem. I appreciate
coming on.
everybody.
I really do. You didn't have to do
Mhm.
it.
No problem.
You didn't have to do it, and it's a shame. And you know what? And listen. I feel like I'm making myself look bad because it's a shame, and it's also how
But
could
if we
you
could
not?
see it, we could fix it. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's not something that happens overnight, but pushing forward to something better. I mean, it is in your name. That's a start somewhere for everybody. It really is. It had to be a start for me. You know what I'm saying? But it also had to be a push from me too. And I push every day. Every single day it's a push. And I'm just gonna keep on pushing. And I'm going through hell right now, but I'm gonna keep on pushing because I don't want to be where I was. I don't want to be. And I'm not gonna allow anybody to take me back there. Because
Mm-hmm.
then all that I wasted, and I'm not wasting no more time on none of that. So, but I do appreciate everybody in the chat as well. So thank
I
you. Thank
appreciate
you.
you, love, and like it's crazy to me, but I appreciate you. because we were
No
able to
problem.
come to the bottom of it, and that's what was
Yes.
needed. And because like even when I came on, I was trying not to say this and go there and do this, but I was like, shit, we can. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you know? And so I'm actually very happy to know that we don't have to do that, and have a understanding of each other, and um all of the things. Yes, yes, yes. So thank
Right.
you, Nikki. I
No
appreciate you, my
problem.
love. I'm gonna come on and close it out with the other fine ladies. That, hey, Antoinette, my love.
Right.
Antoinette. Anyway, Antoinette,
That's
we don't know
funny.
which share. Hey, Lambo.
Hey, hey, I enjoyed this live. I enjoyed this live. I
Oh,
enjoyed Nikki
isn't it
and
good?
all of that. Yes. And I remember when Nikki, even though we were on the opposite sides, Nikki had us in a chokehold. We can't even lie. Because a lot of us in the chat, we used to say, quote stuff that she would say and say, she said this and she said that, but we were all watching her. You know what I'm saying? Even my husband would, see me watching Nikki or whatever, like, and we were saying
Mm-hmm.
all the sayings, cuz no, and all that or whatever. It was like, we were watching Nikki just like your sayings. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that you say, we say that. You know what I'm saying? So Nikki had us in the chokehold, and I just appreciate and I love where she is now in her spirituality, and I love the prayer that she just did, and I just congratulate her and wish her the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And down there, we love you, of course.
Yes.
So
And
that
I
goes
thank you,
without saying.
Lynn. I thank you, Lynn, and I thank you for bringing on the conversation and the understanding. And uh, I thank you so much. I love you, Bike. I just want to
Love
let you
you.
know. All right, Boo. Antoinette,
Love you.
she's asleep. She's somewhere,
She
and
on mute.
she on mute, right? So anyway, Nikki, if you wanted to close anything out, you can because we're gonna ready to close out.
Everybody should allow themselves a little bit more grace than they do. Because, like we all have said, nobody has a right to put anybody in heaven or hell. It's
Amen.
free will, it's free choice. Give yourself a little bit more grace because you could do, each and every one of us could have did something today that we chose not to do.
Amen.
So come on, man. Give yourself a little bit more grace. That's all I have to say.
I appreciate that. I'll just say I appreciate that. Anyway, anybody have anything to say? And
Well, Nikki, I'll check out your next live then, and for the inspiration.
You're more than welcome to come. You are. And I'm gonna drop down. I just appreciate a level. I talked about real quick. I talked about respect a couple of days ago. Respect if it's earned, if it's given, and a lot of people said that it's automatically given, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not automatically given because if you automatically give it, a person can run with it and do whatever they want to do.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there are people that still have an opinion of me, but the fact that I came over here and nobody attacked me, you notice when I first came on, I'm like, let me hurry up and get down because I'm pretty sure some people gonna come at me. So it's like I appreciate the level of respect that was given to me from a person that is, I'm sure it's some people that still ain't really rocking. So that means a lot to me. And anybody is more than welcome to come over.
Well, I yeah, I appreciate that. I respect that, and I'm glad you clarified. Because sometimes, yes, that is a deciding factor. Don't know who, don't know what, don't know where, don't know who said. If you're not right there, all of that. So, do your homework, get your shit, and,
I have a question, Darnell.
okay, go ahead, boy.
You don't have a problem with the nosy neighbors going on Nikki's live?
Do I have a problem with the nosy neighbors going on Nikki's live? Is that what you said?
Hmm.
No, I don't have a problem with them going on her live, and I will explain why. I don't think that whatever her subject is, I have found her subject not to be me, and her subject
Right,
not to be Carmen,
right, right. As
and
long as
her
it's not that.
subject not to be Tay. No, I'm just saying. And so to answer your question, no, I don't find it defeat. If anything, like I would want to call her ally, but maybe that's stretching it. But no, I, I I would need her to get everything she needs to get, and no. So no, I wouldn't have a problem with that. No, at all. Any other question? Should I go off to the side? Who laughing? Should I go off to the side and get off of here, or should I do that? Cause
Should
somebody
you do
bring me.
it?
Cause I'm finna hang y'all ass up.
Well, good night, y'all.
Oh, should that?
Good night,
Oh, shit.
everybody.
Okay. Kids of us do what? Yeah, shit. I'm finna do. I gave her some options. She's supposed to do what?
No,
Do,
you just. I mean, you said should you go to the side or, and I didn't know. So like, what that
mm,
mean? Antoinette
oh,
gone.
she been gone. Anyway, I love y'all. I love everybody. Yes, I do. In my mama Tracy voice, but I'm gonna tell you this: eyes tied. I'm gonna get all this live. Bye.
Oh, so we ain't having no after party tonight, then. That's out. All right, all right.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's here? I don't mind the after party now. Hold on. Hang tight. Bye, y'all.
Bye.